Hi, folks. Bob Mannery here. You're listening to A2D Radio, real sports talk radio for the fans, by the fans, no agenda. These guys are the best in the business. Hashtag it. No notes.
A2D Radio, Sports Hounds, Monday, 8 to 10. Real Talk Studios, Mount E from New Jersey. Brad's at the Yankees game. We got Ralphie.
Yep.
We got Frank producing.
Yo.
And, of course, yours truly, Rob Brinkman. Ralphie, I'm not happy.
I'm right with you.
It's 29 today. I was supposed to have a good weekend,
Yeah, happy
and
birthday.
Sunday completely ruined it.
Yep.
So we're going to get right into the Descanzano Sports poll question today. What's their biggest problem right now? Talking about the Philadelphia Eagles. Offense, defense, coaching. Ralphie, I don't understand how people can take to Facebook today and whip Jalen Mills like the town whipping boy when this offense had 6 points going into the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
6 points. You score 21 points in today's NFL, you get lapped.
Yeah.
You got no chance.
Well, I'll tell you this: with the defense shut down the Vikings the second half. I'll tell you that. The defense did not look good the first half. It really did not. In my opinion, the defense did not look good at all in the first half. They looked the same exact defense that started off the year. But in the second half, they contained Kirk Cousins, and the Vikings only got
16 points.
Yeah.
They had one touchdown where Linval Joseph took the fumble all the way back, which I'm shocked that no position player was able to run him down.
Yeah.
But be that as it may, this team gives up 16 points on defense. I expect to win.
Yeah, me too.
I don't think that's a hot take or out of the realm of possibilities at all, especially with Carson Wentz as your quarterback.
Yeah. No, I
I guarantee you they win the game with that idiot Jay Ajayi. I don't root for guys to get hurt, but I don't think this team's going to miss him all that much. To fumble that ball on the 10-yard line like that, they get a touchdown there to start the second half. I think they're off and running.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That fumble changes the whole game.
With the way the defense was playing,
I just don't get it how you fumbled the ball on the 7-yard line, Jay, and it was the softest fumble in the NFL I've ever seen. Okay, I don't even think anybody hit him. It was like you're running the hole and it slipped out of your hands.
Do you think maybe maybe tore his ACL somehow on that play and dropped the ball? I have no idea.
Yeah. Honestly, I don't even know what play he even tore his ACL on.
No.
What play he even tore his ACL
No
on?
one even seems to know which knee he tore either.
Yeah.
So he's gone. He won't be back next year. Ralph, we were talking about before the show. Boy, does this team miss LeGarrette Blount.
Yeah, they miss him big time.
This team
there's no more closer. You don't have that power back at the goal line like we were talking about. Because if we're at the goal line right now, Jay's not carrying the ball right there. You know what I mean? Like all last season at the goal line, 5 yards and in, it was all LeGarrette Blount. It was the Blount show. You don't have that no more. You don't have that power back that you can lean on down on the goal line.
And now with Ajayi out, you got a quick turnaround here. You're going to go on the road to New York on a short week with no running backs.
Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be a tough one. That's why if Howie's going to make a move, like I was telling you guys pre-show, if Howie's going to make a move, he's got to make one before Thursday. You can't go into Thursday night's game with Corey Clement and Wendell Smallwood. You can't.
Yeah.
You just can't. That's just me. That's my honest opinion.
I'm glad we're on the same page when it comes to Le'Veon Bell. You can ask Frank. I've been telling Howie to get this guy.
What's wrong with Le'Veon?
For weeks.
I'll take Le'Veon as a rental. You want a third, Pittsburgh? Here's a third. We have 11 picks this year, people.
Play for us
11 picks.
Why would he play for the Eagles without a new contract when he's not playing for the Steelers?
Exactly. That's a big challenge.
That's the only thing that I agree with you with that.
You have to commit.
See, if you're gonna trade for him, like you said, if you're trading for him, you gotta sign him.
Right. It's the only way it makes sense, and I'm signing him. The Eagles are one of 5 teams where Bell would be a fit, where the team is not paying their franchise quarterback like a franchise quarterback. Their franchise quarterbacks are on rookie deals. The Jets, the Texans, the Bucks, the Dolphins, and the Eagles.
Well, not the Bucks no more because they pay Jameis. Jameis is off his rookie contract.
Is he?
Yeah.
That's a huge mistake. I totally missed that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't realize he was paid, but I wouldn't be hitching my wagon to that guy's star in terms of a franchise quarterback.
Yeah, I'm not even going to go near.
Guy's a clown.
If I'm Le'Veon, I'm not going near that Tampa Bay team anytime soon.
But for me, it's the offense, and I don't care. I know Carson Wentz is a good player, but I don't know if he's rusty or he still has effects. He just looks 2 steps slower out there this season. And, I know, God forbid, you criticize Carson Wentz, but some of these ones that he's getting sacked on when he's rolling out, like last year he beat an end to the edge and turned it upfield and he's not doing that this year. Hopefully that he gets the spring back to his step. Now,
it's
I'm
not
saying,
also helping him that the old line's not blocking either.
That's true because Jason Peters has fallen
Hey, Lane.
He's fallen off a cliff, and his buddy on the other side, Lane Johnson, hasn't impressed me one bit.
He's hanging on to the cliff.
And,
basically.
And Isaac Seumalo, he's big and strong, and he can be okay run blocking.
Right.
That guy can't pass block.
He can't defend.
He can't pass block at all.
And then Vaitai, with Vaitai, he can't protect great. He'll be a valuable in a 6-man O-line package, but
what about
he hasn't done much.
What about Malata, who was enshrined in the Hall of Fame after 2 preseason games?
Yeah.
Where's he at?
He can't dress.
I don't even know. They really need to suit up Malata.
And I get it. Jalen Mills, he had an awful Tampa game, and he got beat late in the game by Corey Davis. But Jalen Mills, I'm totally cool with the bend but not break defense because when this team got into the red zone, their red zone defense is outstanding. That's what Jalen Mills is good at.
Yeah.
He's good at standing at the line, being physical. Okay, you can do whatever you want. Just don't let him cross this line.
Yeah.
Jalen Mills is good at that. Ronald Darby, he doesn't do anything for me. They're really missing McLeod.
Big time.
Oh, yeah.
Big time. And I think that's another person that the defense, the injuries, like I said this on the fix before the season. I said if the injuries happen again, I don't think we can.
I just don't think we can
do
rebound.
it again. Yeah. I don't think we can do it again.
And that was the tough part because we did have that necessary depth, but then when the depth started to disappear either by means of free agency or they get injured, then it hurts us. Take a look right now. We lost Timmy Jernigan, then Derek Barnett needs to step up. We lose Derek Barnett, now it's like, all right, we got to rely on Michael Bennett and Haloti Nada, which Nada's getting pretty old right now. So he's not going to play all game.
Where's he been? That's my question.
Yeah.
Everybody crowned that signing.
If you get back to the depth thing. If you have a bunch of guys who stink, are you deep? Yeah, you have bodies, but if they're not pulling their weight, are you deep?
Exactly. That's the other thing. Is are we really overvaluing our depth a little bit? Even going back with the linebackers after Jordan Hicks and Nigel Bradham, who else do you really have? You have Kamagruje Hill.
Well, that's the only position we didn't freaking upgrade.
Yeah, surprisingly, we didn't upgrade.
That blew my mind.
Well, I don't have a problem with our front 7. I think our front 7 is good. No one runs the ball. No one runs the ball.
Yeah, the front 7 is good. It's just everybody else behind Hicks and Bradham is a concern. And maybe Jenkins, but other than that.
Hey, Darby, you want to tackle? Because,
Michael Jenkins, or Malcolm Jenkins, not Michael Jenkins. Malcolm Jenkins. He is a hell of a player.
He's a dog, dude.
Yeah.
He's a dog.
He is a hell of a player.
And
then they get that lateral, whatever that stupid, dopey play that they ran to get the turnover. Then they do nothing with it. The offense does nothing with it.
Yeah.
And they're lucky that Wendell Smallwood's touchdown catch counted.
True.
I don't understand what's a catch and what's not a catch and what the
what's
rules
a roughing the passer. That's my question too.
And
what's
the refs,
a catch?
the
What's
refs
a roughing the passer?
And the refs are taking a lot
Just
of heat
go back
for
to
that
the
call,
old goddamn rules.
That's not.
Just go back to the
old
rules.
Lost. That roughing
Seriously.
the passer play is not.
Yeah, that was a terrible play call. I mean, it was a factor that contributed to how the game played out.
Big factor because if you get the sack there, it's what, 3rd down and 11.
Yeah.
Now if you can stop them there, now
Right.
they kick the field goal.
And then
now you're going down to half.
And then you just got to hope that Dan Bailey would have missed that field goal.
So
but
we're just gonna
I don't know.
discount how the offense played the first 3 quarters. And
Oh
blame
no,
it
the
on refs.
offense
was
slow.
bad.
No,
The offense
the
was
offense
bad.
ain't getting a break from me.
All right, let's go to the board here. Joe Perry, 91's contract getting restructured, setting up a chance for Bell. Boy, I hope so, Joe.
Yeah, I hope so, Joe.
I've been
Yep.
saying it for weeks. Ralphie's in. I don't know what Frank thinks about it, but I mean, pay him.
I can't say much, but if the fan in me wants him,
Yeah. Listen,
of course.
when a guy in Noah Eaton wants Le'Veon Bell.
exactly.
Yeah.
I know probably on Wednesday, Noah's probably going to go on a 20-minute rant on saying, "Oh, Le'Veon Bell, we need Le'Veon Bell."
A guy that doesn't want to move his players.
Is that a Tom impression?
No, it was
good old Noah.
oh Noah Eaton.
Oh, Noah. Okay.
Noah Eaton.
I thought you were doing the
Effects.
Tom Arnone.
Oh, no.
Hulk Hogan.
No.
Hulk Hogan
No,
voice
no,
when
no.
He gets all worked up.
I love it.
He's his too. When he's not reading the paper, yeah, he's funny.
Oh yeah.
Carson Wentz is your problem. He's overrated.
He's
Jesse
overrated, huh?
Nichols says that.
He's overrated, huh?
I think he's rusty, and I think he's still injured. but
Overrated. You weren't saying that last year when
He
we were
is
11-2.
He's not
Yeah.
Right?
overrated. He just does things that Nick Foles is incapable, whether he's 50% or 70%, or
Thank
he
you.
just does things that Nick Foles is incapable.
Exactly.
So would you rather have a guy in Nick Foles be a statue for the whole entire game?
Not only
and don't do nothing,
not only a statue, but
and that doesn't move
and
around in the pocket.
and a limited playbook.
Yeah,
basically, that's what
seriously.
you're going to get with Nick Foles.
What's Nick Foles? Oh, 95% of the playbook is all RPOs because he
Yeah.
can't run anything else.
I agree. I mean, Carson Wentz, he's a step slower than last year, but I mean,
Yeah, but you got to figure that coming off the ACL. Though.
70% Carson Wentz is better than what? 80% of the quarterbacks in the league.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Marcus Anthony Rodriguez, Mills got beat again 5 weeks in a row. 50-yard plus pass off a double move. I mean, Adam Thielen is a good receiver.
Yes.
And they didn't make the Vikings didn't really make any big plays. They threw 2 and 3 yard passes, and that was it. They went down the field. Bailey missed a couple kicks.
Well, the first.
I really don't have a problem with the way the defense played yesterday. I really don't. None of them. No one stuck out to me as playing. Although Michael Bennett did piss me off because, he barked his mouth saying he wanted to start, and then he got the start yesterday, and I was underwhelmed. That's the only beef I have with the defense. And then I took to Facebook today. I said this team, I watched it. That was an 8-8 team I watched yesterday. Penalties, bad coaching.
You know what it reminds me of? The 2016 year.
Oh yeah.
Reminds
This
me
was-
big
this-
time of the 2016.
This definitely
Just
showed.
the fucking
what?
stupid the stupid
just-
mistakes.
That's the year Chip got fired.
No, it's the first year with Doug.
First year, Doug.
Yeah, first year with Doug.
That's when they went 7-9.
Yeah.
Yep.
The stupid mistakes, the offsides, the drop
Yeah,
balls.
but that team wasn't good though.
But
that
the-
team
but,
had no
But what I saw,
expectations.
but what I'm seeing through the first 5 weeks is reminding me what happened in
Yeah.
2016.
Exactly.
Just the stupid mistakes.
I
Like what I
guess.
don't get is how you're an offensive lineman and you're still getting offside. You're getting a false start.
Right.
How are you getting a false start? You know they count. You know the play.
Nelson Aguilar got penalized for a false start.
Yeah. How does that happen?
How do you
And
get a
Shelton
false
Gibson got penalized twice for an illegal formation.
For illegal, yeah. And I told you and Ryan.
Yeah.
Get the dude off the field.
start? He's another.
It's the second dude. He cost us 10 yards that game.
He's another guy. Remember, he was in the Hall of Fame in the preseason.
Yeah. He caught one ball and everybody's, oh my God, this dude's
Look
amazing.
at him,
Yeah.
breakout player. Who needs
Yeah.
Matt Collins?
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
Jeez, oh man. And did Jordan Matthews, was he active yesterday?
He
What
was.
did
He
he-
was.
he-
He
what
didn't
did
even catch a ball.
Yeah, I thought he called a pass.
Did he?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I remember he called a
surprised-
pass, but it was
surprised
like
he didn't drop it.
let me look up his stat
Surprised he
line.
didn't drop it.
I think he caught like one pass during that game.
Probably.
Marcus Anthony Rodriguez says I shouldn't defend a bum like Jalen Mills. I mean, okay. I mean, it's fair. He's been underwhelming, but Jalen Mills is not the reason they lost the game yesterday. It's just not. I mean, 6 points you have going into the fourth quarter. 6.
Yeah.
Yep.
You scored 21 points.
What else can the defense do for you? They're getting their stops. That's all. They're getting their but here's the one question I wanted to ask you. 4th down and 20, you kicking the field goal there? With 9 minutes left? If you miss it, the Vikings get the ball in the 48. On your 40.
And they punted, correct?
Yeah. Do you kick the field goal there with 9 minutes left?
And then they pinned them back, and then they got the passer penalty, right? Am I remembering that right?
No. It was with 9 minutes left in the 4th. And if we
when did the roughing the pass that happened?
That was probably before
that was second quarter.
Yeah, the second
that
quarter.
was going into half.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's 4th down and 20. You kick,
Yeah.
when they ran the offense out and tried to get them offside, and they took the delay of game, and they came out and punted it.
So they tried to pick up 5 extra yards.
Yeah.
To
So,
make the
so Jake can get into his range. Yeah. But do you kick the field goal there in 4th down and 20, which would have been like a 58-yarder?
I see what you're
and
saying.
instead of being down what? Well, at that time, it would have been 6, right? You would
I
have
didn't
been
have
down
a
by
problem.
3.
I didn't have a problem with the punt because it worked. They pinned him back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And 2, the defense played well for the 3rd time this show. The defense was not the problem yesterday. 6 points going into the 3rd quarter. I mean, that's not going to – you score 21 points in today's NFL, you get lapped. Mm-hmm. You have no chance of winning. So, look, you got to get 30s, 25, 30 points.
Exactly. All right, I'm over on the YouTube comments. We got Eagles Forever saying Mills again beat by double move. Do y'all want to continue to defend him?
Yeah, I think he's in the Facebook chat too.
I ain't defending shit.
All right.
I've been saying, hey, if Pittsburgh wants Jalen Mills, so be it.
And then we got two gun Tommy saying Ajayi done, get Bell even if a rental.
Yeah.
No, Ralph, you've been touching on that.
He's not going to play unless he gets paid, and he shouldn't play unless he gets paid. See what happened to Earl Thomas being a team guy?
Yeah.
Kevin Johnson wants Josh Adams to be our bruiser.
He ran the ball once yesterday and lost 6 yards.
Well, I mean, seriously, what do people see in this guy?
Because he went to Notre Dame, dude.
And he's
a local guy.
And he's a local guy. And he's a local guy.
215 affiliated, just like me.
Me too.
We don't have many professional athletes.
Yeah,
up
we
in
know.
Bucks County.
Yeah.
Not really a hotbed.
Yep, me neither.
Bell has to play at some point. That's from Greg.
Yeah, he has to play. He has to play before Week 10.
Make the year count for his free agency.
Yep.
Right, but I'm not.
Because if he doesn't play before Week 10,
right.
any team can still
have
franchise tag him.
And I don't know. I just don't like that. I don't like that vibe. You trade for him as a rental, and then he comes in Week 10, and it's just going to piss him off, and you have no chance to re-sign him. And I don't know. I just don't. I'm not feeling that.
See, if you have a chance to
you're
get
either
the best
in or,
back,
but you know what I'm saying. You're either in or you're out.
Yeah.
If you want to be in, go ahead and be in.
Yeah.
Pay him his money.
See, to get the best back though, like the chance to get the best back in the NFL, I would take my chances. I really would. That's just me.
I mean, we said that during
If
last
you can get him to show up and play right away,
I think he just wants. I think he just wants out of Pittsburgh. That's just my honest opinion. I think he'll play. I think he just doesn't want to play for Pittsburgh. I think he's completely done with that organization, and I don't blame him. How Pittsburgh hasn't given that dude his money yet is baffling.
Exactly.
To me. Baffling to me.
Because they think it's 1972 and you win.
And pay by position.
You grind. Oh my God, pay by position.
Exactly.
The old Pittsburgh way. Yeah.
And they're going to come out of this looking somewhat smart because it looks like James Conner can play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
they could put all their money into James. If they could put the eggs in a basket with James Conner, then they could look pretty smart doing that.
Lane John, Marcus Anthony Rodriguez. 2 sack fumbles allowed by Lane yesterday.
Yeah, that was pretty bad.
He's been terrible. Greg checking back in for me. It's the offense and complete inconsistency. Starts with the O-line, and the lack of any running game just lets D-lines tee off on 11. And
when Wentz is getting sacked 9 times in the last 2 games, that's pretty big eye-opening to me. He's your franchise guy, dude. Come on.
2 weeks in a row for Lane from Marcus. Kevin Johnson, I believe we will turn it around. Hopefully Smallwood keeps his aggressiveness up. Gibson needs to be on the field more. Where am I missing something? This is what I mean,
you know what
Shelton
it is?
Gibson.
It's the Madden talk. That's what it is. It's Madden talk.
I mean, come on. Like,
if he's good in Madden, he's good in real life.
But Josh Adams, Shelton Gibson,
Yeah.
like, these guys are not good players. These are not game-changing players.
There's a reason why Shelton Gibson is
You
a
don't-
practice squad guy. There's a reason why.
And he made a great catch yesterday.
He did.
But, I mean, he's not good enough for me to pound the table to say that he needs more time.
Yeah.
It just doesn't make
Makes no sense.
I'm not bringing Nelly out for him.
O-line is the biggest problem. Michael Jenkinson.
I agree.
Yep.
Yeah, it's terrible because you got 3 weak links out of 5.
Yeah.
Peter's been terrible. I don't know what they're doing with the guard position next to
Kelsey.
Peters.
Oh, yeah.
Or whatever.
Or Kelsey. Somewhere in between there.
Yeah.
It
is exactly in between there.
I don't even know exactly because
Isaac Seumalo, he's not good.
And Wisniewski, we just don't even know if he was playing hurt or Doug
Yeah,
liked
Yeah.
or Doug liked what he saw to Seumalo this week. But I'm leaning towards the hamstring issue because that's what's been the more truer of the rumors going around on why they swapped out Wisniewski for Seumalo. I still think it's a hamstring. Kelsey, he's playing like he always does. Brandon Brooks holding it down. Lane Johnson, I don't even know what is going on with him.
I don't know what he's doing. I have no idea what Lane Johnson's doing because he played awful against the Titans, and I brought it up, and everyone's like, oh, he's a great right tackle, which he was.
Yeah.
He hasn't shown it this year. Deion Brown coming in. My concern is everything across the board. Now Ajayi is done. They have to turn this around starting this Thursday night, which brings us to the game. I don't think the Eagles win on Thursday. I don't think they win this game on a short week with no running game. Supposedly that hurricane is coming up the coast, and the weather may be extremely windy and not good, which is not good for a team
leading to a running game.
Yeah, which is not
running
Exactly.
wonderful.
Which
makes Howie got to go get a running back like now, Howie, please.
Like,
can you?
No, a windy day is not conducive to an offense that throws the ball 50 to 60 times a game. That doesn't mix. And looking a little bit in advance, they play the Panthers at home after the Giants. There's nothing about this team that makes me think they're going to beat a good team like the Carolina Panthers. None. So that's 2-5.
See,
what can you? Besides the fact is, they won the Super Bowl last year. You have the shirt on. That's great.
Yeah.
But if you live in 2017 or 2018 for long, you're gonna start sounding like a Dallas Cowboys fan.
Yeah.
So I'm done with that. I'm turning the page on it. I don't care. Them winning the Super Bowl last year does nothing for me this season. But
many fans don't understand that either. We got a lot of fans now that we won a Super Bowl. Who cares? What? Then turn your fan card in. Turn your fan card in.
So
then.
soft.
Turn it
so
in. Let's
soft.
go.
Let's see what else we got here. We got a lot of comments tonight.
Yeah.
Keep it rolling.
Either Dion checking back in. Either David Johnson.
David
or
Johnson.
Le'Veon Bell. If I'm Howie.
Dion, if you got to pick one of them real quick, if you got to pick one of them, who you taking, Le'Veon or David Johnson? That's my question to you, Dion. If you got to pick one of them. I'm going with, see, they're both all-around backs. They can do everything for you. Shit. I don't know who to take. Probably my homer. I'd probably be a homer and go Le'Veon.
You're going to go Le'Veon?
Yeah, just because he went to Michigan State. I'll go.
Of course.
I'll go Le'Veon.
Why do you like?
Yeah, this is my favorite. Yeah.
That's his college team.
My college.
It's like how mine's Western Kentucky, but you don't see any high-profile Western Kentucky talent in the NFL.
All right, Kevin Johnson. We shoot ourselves in the foot all the time. We beat ourselves with the penalties and turnovers. The penalties are getting ridiculous.
Yeah, it really is.
And I know they got the short end of the stick on calls like the roughing the passer call. I thought a few penalties on Jalen Mills in the Colts game. I thought they were bad calls, some of his pass interference calls. But The turnovers are getting ridiculous. That's a good point by Kevin. The secondary is my issue. If we stop Deshaun the first play, we win. Stop the Titans on fourth, you win. Okay, but they didn't, and they lost.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know where Kevin's trying to go with that. Besides the fact that we shoot ourselves, like you got to win. I don't care. They almost won. Know what it's called? Know what it's called when you almost win?
What?
Losing.
True.
It's called losing.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the Tennessee part is true because if Corey Graham fucking wakes up on that play,
yeah.
that's the
sticks.
that's the key word if.
Yeah.
If Corey Graham wanted to wake up during that play and gets that stop, we win that ball game and we're sitting 3-3 now.
Yeah.
But hey, shit.
The Eagles have the same record as the Bills.
No, we wouldn't be 3-3. We'd be 3-2. My bad.
3-2. Yeah.
But they have the same record as the Bills.
Yeah, and the Lions. Which teams both stink, by the way.
The Eagles stink right now.
Unlike us, the Lions actually have a secondary with big play Slay.
But my point being is the Eagles are a bad team right now. They're not good.
Yeah, we ain't where we were
8-8.
last year.
I
told you.
I watched an 8-8 team yesterday.
I don't care what anybody says. The biggest loss was LeGarrette Blount. On offense. On the offense side of the ball, we're missing LeGarrette Blount. You got to change my mind on how we're not. How we're not.
You can't.
Yeah.
Especially with Ajayi hurt.
Yeah. Because I mean, if prime example, 2 minutes left to go in that Chargers game. Who closed it out for us?
Blount.
LeGarrette Blount. Yeah. I mean, how many times
Blount
during
would not have fumbled that ball on the 10-yard line.
Oh, absolutely.
5-yard line,
how many times during last year when we were inside the 2 minute to close the game, who did we get the ball to close the game out? And he always picked up the first downs. LeGarrette Blount. We don't have that power back anymore. And don't give me Josh Adams can be this. JJ can be no. JJ every single week is either hurt or he's fumbling.
It was always something with Jay Ajayi.
It's always something.
I mean, over his whole career.
Yeah, that's why Miami gave him a 4-4. He couldn't stay healthy. He couldn't hold on to the ball.
When Eagles fans tell me that Shelton Gibson and Josh Adams need to play more, you think that's your assessment?
That's the lifesaver?
Who started on the practice squad this year? Oh, Josh Adams did. He started on the practice squad until Darren Sproles got injured. If Darren Sproles never gets injured, Josh Adams probably never suits up this year.
Collecting splinters.
Yeah. Yep. He's a bench warmer.
Chris Rico, it's clearly the secondary and the offensive line. Secondary is constantly giving up big plays and can't tackle. The O-line couldn't block a Pop Warner team. Agree about the O-line.
Yeah.
The secondary has always been spotty dating back to last year, but damn, what happened to our elite offensive line? Carson can't keep taking these hits on a repaired knee.
Yeah, it's going to...
Exactly.
Dion has no faith in this game on Thursday. None. All capitals on none, too. So Dion means business. Yeah, I don't see a win Thursday. I don't see how this team...
Oh, James.
What? Canada, James?
Yep. Celebrating his Canadian Thanksgiving. Happy Canadian Thanksgiving, Wilder.
Is that what he was talking about?
Yeah.
I saw his post, and it's not Thanksgiving.
Hope your turkey gets all burnt, too.
Yeah, but he says he's Ralph's #1 fan. Saying it's the best episode of Sports.
Eat turkey?
Yeah, they do the same thing like American Thanksgiving.
So they eat turkey?
Yeah, they do everything. Turkey, stuffing, all that. It's just they have it on the second Monday in October, and
that's weird.
We have it on the fourth Thursday in November.
I knew Jimmy was kind of weird.
A little bit of Eagles news. The Saints are up on the Redskins 7-0.
There we go. Hey, listen, what was it?
This division winner might finish 8-8.
Yeah, we're the NFC South. The NFC South 2 years ago,
Woohoo!
3 years ago, when the Panthers won the South 7-9 that one year.
But when they were killing it last year, the Eagles, they jumped out of the TV screen and hit you in the face to the point where you said, "Wow, they're the favorites."
Yeah.
I watched this team play. They have great players everywhere. They jump off the page, off the TV, and they meant business. Everyone knew they were contenders. Then Carson got hurt, and they went anyway. This year, the Rams and the Chiefs are by far the
most superior teams in the NFL.
The two favorites in their respective conferences.
Jesus Christ.
The Eagles, they are not in the same league as either of those teams.
Yeah, no.
You can just tell by watching. Jared Goff never makes mistakes.
Sean
Todd
McVay
Gurley
is what Doug Pearson was last year.
Yeah.
That's big balls going down.
It is.
4th down and 1. QB sneak up the middle, betting on yourself like that, because if you don't get it, Seattle's has a timeout. They can just throw a little dunk and they're in field goal range. You lose that game.
Yep.
Now you're 4-1.
And
you know what I
then
mean?
On the other hand, you have Jason Garrett, who was
punted on 4th down and 1. Yeah.
punted on 4th and 1 with Ezekiel Elliott as his running back.
Thank God I'm not a Cowboys fan.
And a mobile quarterback. That guy stinks. Jason Garrett.
He's the hand clapper,
he's
man.
Terrible.
He's the puppet. That's all. He's the
Yep.
puppet for Jerry Jones. He's the yes man.
Best episode of Sports Hound there he is. Ralph's #1 fan.
Yep.
What up, Jimmy?
Happy Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving, James.
And then James said, "Duck Ralph." I'm Frank Fesby's #1 fan now. # Second Monday Talk.
And then they have it on Monday and not a Thursday.
I don't make the rules. Talk to the people up north.
A bunch of weirdos.
I mean, they have milk in bags. I mean,
They had milk in bags.
yeah, they drink milk out of bags. They buy bags of milk, cut it open, put it in the pitcher. Don't even have any regards to
Is that true, Jimmy?
It's true.
Jimmy's got to send us a video of that.
Yeah, how he gets milk out of bags in Canada. It's crazy.
You ever have duck before?
No.
No, me neither.
No.
Probably never will.
Heard good things.
Yeah.
We don't have
Milk. Hugs of. You know what? You know what I meant, Wilder. You know what I meant. Bags of milk.
What's a hug of milk?
It's a hug of milk.
That's what he's put right there in the chat.
Hug of milk.
What
Hugs
does
of
that
milk?
mean? Is that a typo? What is a hug of
I
milk?
don't know. It's got to be the tryptophan. Jugs. Oh, jugs of milk.
Jugs.
Jugs of milk. Oh.
Got it.
Come on.
Yeah,
Jimmy.
he's drunk. Yep.
Got it.
Yeah. Second Monday Talk. He's he's drunk.
Yeah. It's Thanksgiving.
I swore you guys buy milk out of bags and you cut it into a.
Was that like some?
I don't even know.
Fuck you.
I don't know. I must be talking about some different part of Canada then. I don't know I don't know how the Winnipeggers celebrate
it's snowing now.
Thanksgiving.
It's snowing up there now, so you can.
I guess you guys celebrate different up in Winnipeg.
All right, let's look at
Yeah.
let's look at some of these trade possibilities.
Yeah.
Outside of Le'Veon Bell and David Johnson, which let's be realistic, they are pipe dreams. Players of that caliber rarely get traded in the NFL. Who else is out there that can maybe help this team? Shady? You bring Shady back?
I'm up.
Does he help this team?
Anybody that can run the goddamn ball more than 2 yards without stumbling. Okay. That's another thing that
That helps you, though,
That's
right?
another thing J.J. can never fucking do. He paces the line of scrimmage, and as soon as he paces the line of scrimmage, he starts tripping. It's like can you stand up on your own 2 feet, bud? Or you need help? Shit. But I wouldn't be opposed to bringing in Shady back. I mean, but he's not going to be the same player that he was when we traded him, though.
Well, no.
Yeah, he's not going to be that type of player.
But, you know.
You got Amir Abdullah out there, but Amir Abdullah is injured as well. Cause my buddy's a Lions fan, and he says that Amir Abdullah is almost injured every time he steps on the field. So I wouldn't want him.
Yeah, but I mean, there's a reason they took Kerryon Johnson in the 2nd round and signed LeGarrette Blount because they gave Amir Abdullah 3 too many chances, and the guy stinks.
Yeah,
I'm not trading for that guy.
I totally agree.
And then there's rumors that Devontae Parker is on the block.
Oh, is he? Nice.
For the Dolphins, who does nothing for me.
I'm good. I'll pass on him.
I'm good on that. If you want to do that, just sign Dez.
Yeah, seriously. Dez is still sitting there.
Just sign Dez. I'd
week
rather
5.
sign Dez.
Yeah.
And Dez would actually be motivated to play for us because he wants to play the Cowboys.
Well, imagine
twice.
that. Nelson in the slot, Dez and Alshon on the outside.
Good receivers.
Somebody's and Dez is not going to be double covered like he always is. So it's going to be 1-on-1.
And you have
fun.
and you still have Ertz and
and Goddard.
And you just need to find five guys who aren't
who can block.
who don't.
And your offense is looking pretty good. See, I don't understand how we had enough confidence going into week 1 with the wide receiver core that we had going into week 1. I just didn't. I just don't.
That's not really fair because Mike Wallace was supposed to be an upgrade and he broke his leg.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, you can't do anything about that. I'm sure if Howie knew he was going to break his leg in week 2, he wouldn't have signed him and he would have kept Torrey Smith, who's doing nothing in Carolina either.
Oh, okay. I was trying to figure out the whole milk problem up in Canada.
Do you have it straightened out?
Yeah, I have it straightened out. It's only in Eastern Canada apparently. Not in Wilder's land of Winnipeg. Don't have it up in Manitoba.
Winnipeg.
Yeah.
It's probably cold. You're probably right. It probably is snowing.
Yeah. Go out and play some pond hockey.
Sorry, Wilder.
Mystery Alaska type of shit.
And then Charles posted on Facebook before Birds of a Feather, which is on tomorrow.
Yes. Tomorrow.
See what he has to say about the game, but he brought up Spencer Ware.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've heard of him. I've seen him do good, but I mean, Spencer Ware, like I need.
See, like I said, if you have the chance of getting the best running back in the league, the number 1 guy in the league that everybody would want to have when they're on their team, you have the shot, man. He's sitting in your lap.
And you can get him at a discount because
he's sitting in your lap,
the Steelers
Howie.
have no leverage.
Yeah,
they have no leverage.
Seriously. You could throw him a fucking 4th rounder.
And Bell has no leverage either in negotiations because James Conner's actually good.
Yeah. You just throw the Steelers a 4th round pick and maybe like a 6th rounder next year. And then have that 4th be like how the Josh Gordon was. Where if he doesn't play,
I'm still pissed that he's not an Eagle.
Yeah, you missed on that one, so you can't fuck this one up. You can't. Like I said, you can't go into Thursday without another back.
But they are.
That's
realistically nothing's going to happen before Thursday.
Yeah, I know.
It's a
and it
short
sucks.
week.
And it
Even
sucks.
if you do make something, I mean,
he's
got to travel. He's got to find some place to live. He's got to learn the playbook and the.
Well,
and
look
the,
what we
the
did with
game plan.
Ajayi though. He came in on that short week against Denver, and he played against Denver. That was the first week we had him.
He did.
Yeah. I think it was a Thursday. Either a Wednesday or a Thursday.
I think it was Tuesday when we got him.
Yeah, it was Tuesday.
It was a Tuesday
on Halloween last year.
Because we were gonna do something that night.
Yeah.
Like a special episode of the Fix because we weren't supposed to because we didn't do an episode the following day.
Yeah.
So we're like, all right, let's do a Fix on Halloween. Talk about the deadline. Then you were trick or treating with family.
Yep.
So it was me, Ryan, Tom. We were reacting to the trades.
Yeah, the trade deadline. Yeah, because we traded for him last year on Halloween. And that Sunday, he had that big 46-yard run against Denver when we put that 50 burger up on the number 1 ranked defense. What's Jimmy saying now?
Dion was talking about the milk talk.
Oh, Jesus.
He has family that lives in Bradford, Ontario, and they have milk in bags. And then James is like, don't make this a stereotype. Come alive, Dion. And he says, Google him.
Hunter.
Google Canadian milk dispenser.
By the way, 2-0 Boston.
2-0 Boston.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Brad is.
Do you throw Chris Sale? Game 4.
Instead of who? Like, yeah, I'm fucking throwing Chris
Yeah.
Sale. Like, what the
Hell yeah, on
what are
short
we
rest?
doing?
Yeah, I would too.
You can rest in November.
Yeah.
Hunter Shannon, to answer the poll question, every single stage haven't seen nothing much from the offense, and I've seen our corners get straight cooked. Like, how long does it take to make something happen? Then, not to mention, we have no special teams plays. But, I mean, one observation I will make about the special teams. Have you when they yell out that they're not going to catch it for everyone to get away from it?
Yeah, and
does it seem like the Eagles
are just dumbfounded? Like, I don't know what to do.
Like they run towards the ball.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I've seen that
every time that happens.
Yesterday.
There's 3. Like the Eagles have it the ball circled.
Yep.
Do you notice that? Like,
dude's yelling peanut, and they're still around the ball.
They run towards the ball.
Yeah.
And just chill out. Like,
yeah, they do. Yeah, it could have been like what happened in Atlanta when the dude got pushed into the ball.
Right.
Oh man, you don't need one of them. Yeah, but I mean, I'm not worried about the special teams. Special teams. They might touch the field about
and some more milk
that
talk.
much. Yeah.
More milk talk.
Google me a Canadian. It's funny. But what about a name like Larry Fitzgerald? He's probably gettable, right?
Yeah, I'll throw the 5th rounder to Arizona. I'm not giving you
He's done it.
I'm not giving you anything higher
He's
than
done
a 4th.
after this year. They're clearly a team.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not
in
giving you
transition.
anything other than a 4th. You're not getting a 3rd or 2nd or a 1st.
But
That's what I'm saying.
Isn't that a no-brainer?
Yeah, I would. I would trade for him. I mean, the freaking Cardinals stink. They're 1-5.
Great locker room guy, local guy.
Yeah.
Well, sort of local. Valley Forge
Pitt.
Military Academy.
Yeah.
Went to Pitt.
Went to Pitt.
Yeah.
And he's
Hey, yeah, we can have
he's
a lot of people
good
blowing
player.
him
He's
now.
a good
He's
player.
a local guy.
Yeah, him and Josh Adams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Christ. And then once we trade for Larry Fitz, everybody will be like, oh, you know what? Yes, now we got 3 local guys on the team. They should all start.
Yeah.
I bet you $5 somebody's got a Josh Adams jersey.
Probably.
Absolutely.
Probably.
Absolutely. Somebody has an Eagles
Double
Josh.
threes.
Excluding his high school, it's probably like his parents
Yeah.
or his
Well,
friends.
yeah, you can exclude
No,
that too.
because there's
Exclude parents in schools.
There's a
There-
bunch
there
of
he
Notre
is.
Dame nerds out there that have his jersey.
Yeah.
Look at this dude.
College, pro.
Wow.
There's Tom.
Yeah.
What'd you think yesterday?
You can come sit down and
Come
I'll
sit
bury you
down.
down in the dirt, bud? Yeah.
What do you think? You trade for Bell? Have I've finally convinced everyone to trade for Le'Veon Bell?
He don't know. He didn't even watch the game yesterday. I love it. I love
So
it.
you got Larry Fitz, a possibility.
Yeah.
I mean, David Johnson. I don't know where that came from Derek Gunn out of nowhere, like 5 o'clock today or whatever.
Yeah,
it was.
probably like he
Just
probably woke up from a nap. He's like, you know
completely
what? I had
out
a
of
dream
nowhere.
about David Johnson.
I don't think it's really out of nowhere, honestly.
You don't think so?
No, not at all. I was talking to my buddy earlier. We were talking about teams that are out of the mix, you know,
Yeah.
bad football teams. And I was like, well, you know,
What do you mean,
David,
like the Eagles?
well, they're not out of the mix by any stretch. You know, they control their own destiny for this division essentially still. So, you know, they're have they played good football? Absolutely not. You know, I think the best thing to happen to this football team is a crumb like J.J. getting hurt because Karma's
Yeah, after what he said today, that really pissed me off.
What did he say today?
Well, he
That's-
blamed play calling and questioned play calling, and it's like, dude, this is 2018 to a T. When you don't do your job, you point fingers at everybody else.
So, him dropping the ball on the 5-yard line.
Yeah,
when
that's-
they're about to score the touchdown.
Yeah.
That didn't
That's what I said.
That
But
was a bad play. Is
Yeah.
that what he's trying to say?
I could see a guy like David Johnson.
But what would you have to give up to get him, though?
See, I don't think as much as people think you do. I think a 2-3 gets him done. I think it's a done deal.
Me
This
and
isn't
Rod,
Khalil Mack.
me and Rod were talking about it. I said maybe a second and a pick next year
I'm just
gets it done.
I'm just worried. I don't want to give up a first-round pick because I think that pick might be high in the draft.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't think you have to give up as much as we think you do because, again, it's not Khalil
Maybe.
Mack. It's a running back, and we
Yeah.
know their price tags and how they
And
how,
he signed for 4 years.
and
so
he
you don't have-
signed.
Yeah.
So they get rid of the money, you know, and they get picks back on a team that's like completely in rebuild mode.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, it makes sense for us, but you don't create $6.5 million in cap space this
For
year
nothing.
and $11.5 million if something big isn't on the horizon.
Yeah.
You don't open up that much cap space. You don't restructure for a guy who just came out yesterday and was talking about how he's a team guy, and that's why he said what he said to Jalen. And you know, this restructure has everything to do with something big's about to happen. And I've heard some people say, "Oh, you know, Derek Gunn's throwing things off the wall or this, that, and the third." I don't think he is. I mean, when you say you have two sources close to the situation that say the Eagles are inquiring about David Johnson, I don't see why you throw that off the wall now.
Yeah.
Is it realistic? I don't know. But again, you just opened a ton of money up on the books now.
It's a lot of money.
David
yeah.
Johnson's a stud.
He is a
Absolutely.
stud. And he's an all-around back. He can do everything for you. He's almost like what Le'Veon. He's almost like what Le'Veon is.
No, I mean,
He
them two
catches
are.
the ball out of the backfield. He runs. He's a good pass blocker. Something that Jay couldn't do is pass block. God forbid he did that for one time.
See,
Same
no-
thing with Wendell Smallwood.
Because the only thing I have a problem with is the dog shots, and I'll say this with this before I let you boys roll. Robbie, happy birthday, by the way.
Hey, thank you.
But like, I love the criticism of Doug when nothing has changed in the 2 years going on 3 he's been here. Nothing has changed.
Yeah.
The people who think you run the ball to win in this league, newsflash: when you have a top 10 quarterback in this league, for them teams who do, you throw to get leads, you run to finish it off.
Yeah.
Okay? This isn't 1990 where you need a balanced 50-50 split. But when you're not getting first downs like they did last year, right? I mean, these are things that people complained about last year, but they got leads early on in games, and they were able to run the ball in the second half a lot more on teams. So the balance looked a lot better. Yeah. But look at Green Bay. Look at the Patriots. Look at these teams. They throw the ball to soften you up, then they run the ball.
Shit, Rodgers threw the ball 52 times.
But when you have one guy with a broken back, right? Yeah. You have Sproles out, you have no Corey, and you have Wendell, who's running as hard as he can run because he wants to make it. He wants to stay on this team, right? But that's it. So when you only have a broken back guy and Wendell Smallwood, how many times do you think you're going to run the ball? You think Wendell Smallwood is a guy who can handle 20 carries a game?
No.
No, you got two broken. You got no backs left.
Exactly.
So who are you going to put the ball in the hands of? Yeah. I'm going to put the ball in the hands of 11 all day. Now, how about our entire offensive line looks in the goddamn mirror? Because Lane Johnson's still on a Bud Light tour. He's flat out not gotten it done.
Yeah, he hasn't done. And where's Jason Peters?
You know, Wisniewski gets benched. I mean, this is what's going on here. I mean, listen, I think we're going to be all right, though. But you'll know Thursday because Thursday is
a must win.
It's a must win. And if you lose this game,
I don't think they have it in them.
What, to beat the Giants?
I don't think they have it in them. I don't.
Wow, you're really jumping.
I don't think
you're
they win the game.
Yeah, you're jumping.
I watched an average football team yesterday. I watched an 8-8 football team yesterday.
Well, that's
between that dopey challenge by Doug, all the penalties, no run game, no line. I mean, the defensive line was totally negated by a great game plan by DeFilippo.
See, I think it's
that
unfair.
New coordinator, Mike Groh, is terrible. I don't know what he's doing all week.
I don't think it's fair to say that yet because it's like making Minnesota into not a good football team because they didn't get off to a great start. They're a damn good football team.
Yeah, they are.
So let's not mistake it like, Tennessee came in here and beat our ass. You know what I mean? It's different. Like, dude, we're dominant at home, but you can rebound this Thursday and control everything. You can be 3-3 through 6, as bad as you played at times, and still have an opportunity.
And then come home against Carolina,
another hard game
against a very inconsistent Cam Newton.
2-5 is not.
Yeah, but you're also going up against a very inconsistent Cam Newton at home.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot going on here. Yeah. I mean, listen, when you.
But do you go out and get somebody before Thursday? Because can you go into the game Thursday night with Corey Clement and Wendell Smallwood?
If Sproles
can you go into Thursday?
Play, you only have two running backs.
Sproles ain't playing, dude. I would cut him. I could cut his ass right now. Seriously, I would. Dude hasn't touched the field since week 1. Sorry, Darren. You're 39. You're 30 years old, about to be 75.
I wouldn't cut him because I want him to return my punts.
This is what people are missing about the offseason, right? When you don't have OTAs together.
Yep.
And you don't have first-team reps through preseason and all that stuff, it takes a minute. And you have a lot. Your two biggest weapons offensively, essentially, your number one wideout and your starting quarterback weren't in OTAs and weren't in preseason taking 1 reps.
Yeah.
So now when you bring your new quarterback, air quotes, back in, right, it takes this chemistry. That's why, Rob, right now, we just see flashes, right? We see flashes of last year's offense at times. Now, it's spotty, but every once in a while, there's a flash. There's a flash. Like Tennessee, you thought, they're starting to find it again.
Yeah.
I just think it's going to take a little bit more time for this offense to be more consistent as a whole. I think it's going to take a little bit more time. So if you can get through this process at 500, hopefully 4-3 after Carolina, and you can get through that.
Yeah.
Oh man, and this is a tough football team. But I don't see the toughness I seen last year. The things that went right for us last year aren't going right for us this year.
Yeah.
3 times inside the 30 and you come away with nothing.
Yeah.
That's not the team I know.
And
right.
The fact like that, what you said, and people were thriving all offseason about how the red zone looks new and improved because Dallas Goedert's there. Where's he in the red zone? Where's Dallas? Because he hasn't touched the ball in the red zone since the Colts game.
Yeah.
Well, the penalties.
Yeah.
The costly turnovers.
Penalties are getting old.
The fucking fumble on the 7. It's just adding on, dude. And you know what's like I told them to remind me like 2016, just the stupid mistakes, with the penalties, the fumbles. Like how do you go off? How do you false start when you know they're playing the count
on receivers? We get false starts on receivers.
Well, I told you. I said
false
it in the
starts
video
and
last
illegal
night.
formations.
I said in the video last
Then
night.
Shelton's lining up illegal formation twice.
Bro, they're kissing babies and still signing autographs. They're still on a book tour right now for a lot of these guys.
But I just don't know how you can go on a Thursday with Clement and Smallwood as your backs.
I don't know, brother. I think something big's coming.
And it better happen before Thursday.
But is it going to I agree, because what you said about the salary cap is totally true. You don't just
create that much.
Save $6 million, $11 million for next year for nothing.
Yeah, like Jeffrey's not trying to put more money in his pocket. He's got plenty.
Yeah.
So it's not like we're okay, because the cap don't carry over.
And
so like your 6.5 this year, right, doesn't carry over to next year. It's just 11.7 cleared next year, right?
Yeah.
So it's not like you can carry money over. It's one thing if you carry it over, and then you'd be like, okay, they're planning on having like 17 mil next year in cap space opened up. But no, it's going to be the same.
But before Thursday.
No, I think you're going to see it. I think you'll see it in the 10 days off.
That's fine. They need a body at running back.
Yeah.
Like, they don't have enough guys. Because Josh Adams.
Now, you need to make a move before Thursday.
We had a bunch of people on the chat say, and my Facebook, Josh Adams should be our bruiser.
Okay, dude. There are people out there. Pump your fucking brakes for a minute, okay? The guy's an undrafted free agent running back. He's not good.
Yeah.
And
he started on the practice squad until Sproles got hurt. So if Sproles never gets injured, he's not even shooting up on Sundays.
People fall in love with guys who stink here.
Because he's a local guy.
He really do.
He's
like, Josh Adams, he's the answer. No. Go get me Bell. Go get me David Johnson, because this isn't a pretender team.
Yeah.
This is a team that has every chance. Because I said to Greg last night, okay, so where are you going to go on the road to play? You got to go to L.A. to win an NFC title game? I ain't scared to go with the sunny Cali and playing 80-degree weather in December. That don't put fear in me. Now, did the Rams put fear in me? Absolutely. Yeah. But I ain't scared to go there when it's going to be 50-50 split. Home field, that doesn't put fear in me. So home field doesn't matter to me because it's going to be the Rams.
Yeah.
So everything's going to go through L.A. That doesn't scare me in to play in a good environment like that. So now it's like, all right, let's see this team rebound. That's what we need to see, guys. We need to see them rebound and take this division from these other teams that aren't good enough.
Yeah.
Yep. Who's covering Odell on Thursday?
Who's throwing Odell is going to be the question.
Yeah. What's your plan for him?
I think you got to make Sterling Shepard, and I think Sterling Shepard's got to beat you. I don't think you can let Odell Beckham beat you, but he always does well against us.
Yep.
So
he does well against everyone.
Yeah, I mean,
Odell Beckham.
It's just like Adam Thielen. Like, Jalen gave up 100 yards to Adam Thielen. Newsflash: Adam Thielen's had 5 100-yard games this year. This isn't the first time. Like, you know what I mean? Like
right.
Stephon Diggs and Adam Thielen are filthy.
Look, Jalen Mills he's the whipping boy.
Yeah.
Anytime something goes wrong this whole season, no matter what happens, Jalen Mills' fault.
Yeah.
Carson Wentz throws a pick. Jalen Mills should have.
Sidney Jones makes a tackle. Jalen should have cut the angle faster. What?
And people try to say I'm like a Jalen apologist. I'm not an apologist.
No, I'll rip anybody.
Yeah, I just think he takes like too much criticism at times, but I don't know, dude. It's upsetting. I hate Mondays after losses.
Him chirping like he doesn't do him.
Doesn't help his cause. Yeah.
But I've no problem with how the defense played yesterday. They gave up 16 points.
Yeah.
You're telling me I have Carson Wentz and I can't figure out how to score 17 points?
No,
they had 6 points going into the fourth quarter. Teams that score 21 points in today's NFL get lapped.
Yeah,
they're not winning.
Listen, we should have. We go up and down the field. We have to figure out how to finish again.
I totally agree.
We have to finish in the red zone. That was our thing.
How about a hot start?
That'd be beautiful too.
Yeah.
I mean, that'd be great because that's what they've been preaching.
That's what they did all last year. Like the first game was this time last year. They played the Cardinals in Week 5. That was like the start of when they started blowing teams out week after week because they just put a kill. Carson Wentz threw the ball deep early on in the game, and teams just couldn't recover.
Yeah, we blocked stuff up well last year. We're not doing that. I mean, you're getting beat on inside moves.
Yeah,
it's ugly. It's
ugly. How did no one chase down Linval Joseph?
Yeah, I was wondering how he goes 64 yards to the house, and I guess everybody quit on that play.
Yeah. Looked like it, huh?
Well, Lane obviously did.
Lane fucking.
He's been terrible.
Not been good enough. All right, boys.
All right.
I'll let you guys run. It's gonna be a long week getting stuff off chest.
Yeah. And I'm not feeling good about this Giants game at all.
We gotta.
At all.
I'm telling you, we gotta make a move before Thursday. You can't go into the game with Smallwood and Clement as your running backs.
But
in the fact that Corey Clement's been banged up too.
What aspect?
So
you're gonna give
Corey Clement? You're gonna give Corey Clement the ball 15 times?
No, they're gonna run the ball 10 times, and what's supposed to be a bad weather game, supposedly. We'll see how that works out. And they're gonna throw the ball 65 times because they have to.
Well, Hello,
But,
David Johnson.
What part of this football team is above average? I watched yesterday. I saw an 8-8 average team.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I've been saying,
The line is not.
this team.
line
The
is-
line's been inconsistent.
The
team-
line's
this-
below average.
Yeah, this team looks just like how it was in 2016.
Yep.
I guess maybe the quarterback play is a little bit above average. Running game isn't above above average.
Right. If the
Well, I'll
O-line's
tell you-
if the O-line's not doing well, then everything else falls apart. It's this terrible domino effect on the Eagles. Because if the O-line's not doing well, Carson's got to he's got to make shift, and we just don't know what's going to happen. God forbid if he gets hurt, then it's like, oh, great. Now we got to go back to Foles and a limited playbook.
Yeah, the
Then
RPO is wonderful.
If the O-line falls apart, then the running
listen,
game
if-
falls
if
apart,
Carson
then
get-
Carson falls
if
apart.
Carson gets injured again,
it's
you
never
wrap
ending.
You wrap the season up. Seriously, if
Yeah.
Carson gets injured because one of these pricks can't block anymore, and he gets injured, you wrap the season up.
But I mean, the defensive line, I guess, is above average, and the front seven's above average.
Yeah.
That's the only part of the game.
The
Of the team.
secondary is just you guys
They're
are by yourself.
average.
You
They're
guys are by
average.
yourself.
Which
Yeah.
they weren't bad yesterday. I know Thielen's he's fucking good.
Yeah.
He's gonna get 100 yards, especially when they just want to do 3-yard passes and then
Well,
run
the
after.
first drive of the game for the Vikings, I told Frank and Ryan, I was like, dude, can we play some at least press coverage? Because these wide receiver screens are killing us. They're getting 15 yards a catch after these wide receiver screens is because we're playing 10 yards off the ball.
Right.
I mean, look what the Giants did last year the first time we played the Giants. We were playing so far off the ball. Yeah, I was just throwing 2-yard slants to Odell and Sterling Shepard, and one of them broke off for a 75-yard touchdown. And we almost lost the game. Granted, we won off the 63-yard field goal by Jake Elliott. But, I mean, it's going to – until we start playing press coverage, man, I don't know, man.
That's
I don't
what
know.
I don't understand because it's clear as day. Jalen Mills can't play zone.
Yeah, he's a man-to-man
At
guy.
all.
He's a man-to-man
At
guy.
all. And sometimes he's not even good at that.
Yeah. Well, he's a physical corner. He needs to be up there pressuring you at the
He's
line.
so good in the red zone.
Yeah, because he doesn't have to move anywhere. You see what I'm saying? Like, he's playing press coverage in the red zone,
And he can tackle.
and he's dominating.
And he can tackle.
Yeah, the only person that can't tackle is Ronald Darby, and I'm getting sick of his ass too. He don't want to tackle nobody. You see him try to go make a tackle when he injured his shoulder.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, maybe that's why he
But-
can't tackle. He doesn't want to tackle.
Jalen Mills has more skills to bring to the table than Ronald Darby. No?
Damn.
He tackles better. He's better in press coverage. Darby's a zone corner.
See,
That's
can-
another problem
can
because
you-
they have
can
a
you do
zone.
this?
They have a zone corner on one side and a man-to-man.
Can you
corner.
do that? Can you split it up? Can you go zone with Darby on one side and man on the other side with Jalen?
I guess.
Can you scheme it up like that?
They got to do something
Yeah, they have to. They
because
really do.
ugh,
And
Not
we'll see
good.
Thursday. We'll see Thursday.
Yeah.
I wonder what the spread. I'm gonna look at the line. See what the line's.
It's probably
telling
going
me.
to be
Anything.
like 2.5 in our favor.
I
Eagles
just,
favored on the road after that trash
I don't even know.
performance.
but you know what?
I think the Giants should be favored by the standard 3 points. Honestly, I mean,
Giants at home, short week.
I don't have a good feeling about Thursday at all. Mike Parker's in. What's up? Brad's at the Yankees game, Mike, who are currently down
And what is the score of that game?
3-0. End of the third.
Can't stand the Yankees, baby. Chris Sale's gonna
like-
go. Chris Sale's gonna pitch Game 4 and put that shit to rest. Put
Looks
you guys
like
to
J.D.
bed.
Martinez.
Would he hit another
may
home
have
run?
homered. No, he had a sacrifice fly. All in the yard. All in the yard.
3-0.
3-0.
Shut
No
them down,
balls
please.
left. And it's
Dodgers moved on today.
Dodgers. 4 games, yes.
Yep.
I mean, the Braves stunk. I saw that coming from a
Yeah.
mile away. The only reason the Braves made the playoffs is because they took care of business against the Marlins and the Mets.
Yeah.
Not because they were a good team.
And then the Astros completely decimal
Astros.
demolished the Indians.
Astros and Brewers. Brewers swept yesterday.
Yeah.
Astros swept today. So that's Brewers, Dodgers in the NLCS. That'll be a good series.
Yeah, it will be. It will be. 2 powerhouses, too. Both lineups are gonna be
Eagles favored by 3 on the road.
wonderful.
Delightful.
And where all the money's going on that one, huh?
My money's not going there.
Oh, man.
I don't know if I can bring myself to do that, but if I had to make a pick for Thursday, I'm picking the Giants. I don't see how this team
I don't know about this game. It's
up in the air,
it's
man.
up in the air right now.
It really is. I'm gonna keep on beating. I'm gonna keep on
Eagles
beating the
aren't-
drum. I'm gonna keep on saying it. You can't go into Thursday with Wendell Smallwood and Corey Clement.
I mean,
You can't. You gotta make a move now, man.
If something
You're
happens
gonna have
between
to do it. You might as well do it now.
So here's another. We love Dion, and he's just asking a question. So I apologize. I sound like I'm attacking him. There's another guy who stinks, who the fan base is in love with, Rasul Douglas.
Yeah, but he makes plays.
he
Though,
makes
dude.
the plays though.
He makes
He's
plays
not-
though, dude.
Why? Because Matt Ryan doesn't know how to play football
No, he
in the red
makes
zone.
he makes plays though, dude. He's a better quarter than Ronald Darby. The secondary keeps on doing what they're doing, man, and comes out and has a shit show on Thursday night. Might be time for a change.
The
bro.
secondary was not a shit show yesterday.
But it's okay. So 1 week, 1 week out of the 4, they haven't been a shit show. That's nice. That's
I
nice.
mean, only Julio Jones hurt him, but Julio Jones hurts everyone in week 1.
Yeah.
Tampa Bay is still the worst loss of the season because they're not a good team, at least in my opinion. They're not a good team. The Eagles should not have lost that game. Tennessee is a good team.
And that
and
was a
then you lose.
65% Mariota who threw all over us, dude. He had an injured elbow that game.
Yeah, but
That's
I blame
65%.
that on coaching and scheme because they played. They dared Mariota beat them by playing off-zone coverage, and they never adapted when Mariota was shredding them. And then Corey Graham's at the sticks
Yeah.
asleep on 4th and 15.
Yeah, get that dude a pillow. Christ. And he's injured too.
Yeah.
I
Corey
mean,
Graham's injured.
Whatever. We got to break. Is it break time? We got to take a break.
It is break time.
All right, that'll do it for
unfortunately.
Facebook. Sports Hounds, A2D Radio. We'll be back right after this exclusively on YouTube. A2D Radio Sports Hounds, final hour, exclusively on YouTube. Check out A2D Radio or my Facebook page to jump in. Talking a lot of Eagles. They got a quick turnaround on Thursday. They have no running backs.
Real quick. 7-0 Boston.
7-0 now?
Yep.
Wow.
Brad's
Bennett-
head
Bennett
exploding
cleared the
in
bases.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, well, I don't know if Brad knows how to use Facebook on his phone. He might
It'll
not.
probably be like 5 hours later, which will include some profanity and all that. But oh well.
I can hear you. Want me to tell you what it's going to say?
Yeah, go ahead.
Send Aaron Boone.
Macaboon.
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 Yes, that's a popular word. Send him to the Arctic Ocean in a submarine.
And
Something like that.
take Giancarlo Stanton and a list of like 5 other Yankees with him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't like Stanton.
He doesn't?
No.
Wow.
Oh, and then say, oh,
How's
you
that?
still,
Strike out too
and
much.
and then Phillies fans, just out of nowhere, he brings the Phillies into it.
At least we had a game today.
Yeah.
Shut up, dude.
Sports hounds turning on each other.
Meanwhile, down in New Orleans, looks like the Redskins have kicked a field goal to make it a 13-6 lead for the Saints. We really need the Saints to win tonight.
Yeah, we do. It's a must-win for the Saints.
Yep.
It's a must-win.
Not for them, but so the
Yeah.
Eagles aren't two behind
Yeah.
the Redskins.
Oh,
I'm,
yeah.
I'm a Saints fan tonight.
What do
know?
you make? What do you make of these Redskins? They're
Well,
like too bad.
AP's looking like the AP that came back from his ACL.
But they have 2 clunkers and 2 good games, and they
Yeah.
had their bye week already.
Well, the cold weather hasn't hit yet, and I've been saying ever since, Alex Smith is not a cold weather quarterback because
Yeah.
the stats back it up when October and November come. And then we're in October, and you see what's happening. You ain't playing up to his par, his skill level, as most people would say. I love it though. Yeah. See, I don't know how. We're 2-3. The Redskins will be 2-2 if they lose tonight. Giants they're 1-4, and then the Cowboys are 2-3 as well. So I mean, this division is still. It's
forget
still
about
there.
forget about Dallas.
It's still.
Forget about
yeah.
Dallas. They stink. Jason Garrett has no clue. The guy has no clue.
Yeah. You think they fire? You think they can fire him? Like, do you think Jerry Jones can literally walk into Jason Garrett's office and be like,
I'm shocked. I'm
fired.
shocked that John Gruden's not coaching the Cowboys.
really
Yeah. Classic Jerry Jones.
go out and get the biggest name? out there
Biggest
on- yeah.
name, biggest contract, hype, like typical Jerry Jones move.
Yeah, well, John Gruden's the most overrated coach as well, anyway. So.
Correct,
Yeah.
which is why it all fits,
Yep.
So we got the Skins. Let's just say, for the sake of the argument, that they lose tonight.
Mhm.
2-2. Eagles and Cowboys 2-3. I can't wait to play the Cowboys because that's a get. I wish they were playing the Cowboys on Thursday and not the Giants.
Yeah.
Because playing Dallas, that's a get right. That's
Yeah.
a get right win. Everyone will get Carson will be fine. They have a decent pass rush, but it's certainly not something that the Eagles line couldn't potentially handle,
Yeah.
even though it doesn't look like they could block anybody right now. But that would be my preferred opponent if I had to play a division game in prime time. The Giants, yeah, they're 1-4. I'm not really sure how they lost yesterday. They
63-yard field.
63-yard field goal by Graham Gano.
Yep.
But
By the way,
Odell did good. Barkley did good. Eli did okay.
All right. How did you talk to Brad after that game?
We
was he
texted briefly today. He thinks the Eagles are going to kill the Giants on Thursday.
Whew.
See, that might be the whole seesaw right there. You have Giants fans saying, "Oh, the Eagles are going to beat us," and you have also Eagles fans saying, "Oh, well, the Giants might beat us." So it might be one of these games where you just flip a coin and whoever it lands on is the winner.
I don't have confidence picking the Eagles to win a game of tic-tac-toe right now.
Mm-hmm. No, I understand.
And they're going to be on the road on a short week and potentially bad weather with no running game. But at least their secondary won't have to cover Odell if it's bad weather.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah, but they also have freaking Barkley.
They're going to give the ball to Barkley 35 times, and that dude's a
can,
stud.
Can our defense? Can we fucking tackle?
But that's our strength. The only strength that I see this team have as this team right now is the run
Yeah.
defense and the front seven.
Yeah.
Bradham's been good. Hicks has been good.
See, my only question was if the Vikings had Dalvin Cook, would they run the ball more yesterday? Because it didn't look like they had any confidence with Latavius Murray running the ball. Because they
also bottled. They bottled.
Yeah,
up
our run
there.
defense was on point yesterday.
It's been on point all season.
Yeah.
But I just have no confidence that this team can win a game right now. And I don't think losing the next two to the Giants and Carolina, making this team 2-5, is really that crazy.
Yeah. No, I hear you.
Did you see the UFC fight on Saturday night?
Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I watched the whole thing with a couple of my buddies. Yep.
Yeah, I went to a bar and then all the Irish people just started swinging. once Khabib jumped over the cage into the crowd.
Yeah.
Everyone did the same. Everyone just started swinging. Everyone. Their whole street was full with people just teeing off on each other.
Yeah.
The whole block.
Yeah, it's at Third and Market in Old City.
The whole block was just swinging. That's awesome.
God, they were pissed because that was their hero, and I told it. I was just making conversation with the guy, the one dude. I'm like, dude, I think he's gonna lose tonight. He looked like he was gonna kill me right there.
Really?
Yeah. They love this guy. Like,
I like
guy.
Conor McGregor too. I do.
He's such a tool.
Yeah.
You like
so.
him?
Yeah, I like him.
He's a tool.
He's I don't even know. Like he just comes off so I would like to like him, but he's just so cocky.
Yeah, but he is true though on what he says though. That everybody wants to fund him because they know he'll get paid.
Right.
That is true.
Which is true. He kind of brought the UFC back to what it was.
Kind of. Yeah.
Because after Ronda, who
Right.
who really could they lean on to make
And
their
then
money?
I wouldn't put it past Khabib jumping over the cage like that. Have that being staged WWE style to make.
I don't know,
the
dude.
rematch.
I think I don't think it was staged. There's
What did
no
they
way.
say? What did he say?
There was no.
The trainer said something to him and he jumped over the cage.
Yeah.
Yeah, Khabib was well.
What did he say?
What happened was when Khabib choked him out, Khabib actually went. He was the first person to go over to the corner.
Yeah.
Like he choked Conor out, said what he had to say to Conor, and then he automatically went to Conor's corner. That's when he threw the mouthpiece, and I guess the trainer. It was Conor's. It was actually Dylan. I forget what his last name is. He's Conor's jiu-jitsu trainer.
Mm-hmm.
Told him to come on. So Khabib
jumped over the cage.
Out of the cage and did the flying drop kick and completely missed him. And then Khabib got kind of pieced up a little bit here and there. And then Khabib's team came up.
But what did that guy say to him to make?
I had no clue.
There's no word on that.
Yeah,
at
no,
all?
I had no clue. You could see in the videos. The best video I've seen is the aerial view one. Somebody took an aerial view one, which shows everything, and you could see the trainer like say, "Come on, come over," and that's when Khabib jumped the cage, jumped down, and that whole brawl ensued. I've been watching UFC for a good amount of time. I've never seen something like that before. That was crazy, absolutely insane. What I saw Saturday night, crazy.
But there's only so many people he can fight. Going to my conspiracy theory.
For who?
For McGregor to fight.
Yeah.
Where it's actually someone where he's going to have a good fight, where he's not going to just run through the guy. You got Diaz, who I'm sure that's going to be one of his 6 fights.
Yeah.
Right.
He just did. I mean, he's definitely going to – because he's way too cocky not to get a rematch with –
He's gonna get the rematch with Khabib.
Dana White said today on I was watching it. He already said that Conor already called him up and said, "I want a rematch. I want an immediate rematch."
And he's going to lose again because Khabib is –
You think so?
Very good.
See, what I think what could happen is that, remember the fight with him and Nate Diaz, the first one? And Conor took it like, I'm just going to go in and wax this dude, get my money, and walk out.
Yeah.
And Diaz caught him off surprise and choked him out, and he lost in the second round.
Right.
I think the second fight could be how Nate Diaz 2 went, where Conor's going to finally say, okay, well, I'm going to do this for real now. Like, it's not business no more. I'm going to come in and wax this dude up, piece him up a little bit.
Why does he have to be like that? Why can't he just try his hardest on the first fight?
Don't know.
He didn't get much.
But here's the thing.
Conor didn't get much going at all.
Yeah, but here's the thing, though. When you have $100 million sitting in the bank, You know what I mean? You know, it might get to Connor might be at the point where, let's see how much more money I can get before I turn 31, 32 years old and hanging up and call it quits. I mean, I would if I had $100 million, I would just do it and get my face pummeled in a little bit, walk out with a couple G's in my pocket. Shit.
I mean,
does anybody know how much money he made off of that fight?
No. Well, he gets paid.
Because I know with that whole thing
he has a contract though, right, with UFC?
Yeah, but you also make money off the pay-per-view ratings too. And this pay-per-view reached almost 2 million people. Is what I heard, which is huge for a UFC fight.
Oh yeah,
it's huge.
Probably about, let's see, McGregor will earn about $3 million. Nurmagomedov will earn $2 million.
Yeah, and that's a payday for Khabib because listen, Khabib's never fight anybody at this magnitude like Conor.
Draw like Conor.
Yeah. So this is why it's a big money fight. It's a huge money fight. Yeah.
I mean,
so Conor's walking in there with already $3 million in his pocket, with $105 million sitting in the bank off the Floyd fight. He's already got the whiskey's out. Everybody bought his whiskey for this fight. I mean, who didn't buy his whiskey for this fight? So he's making money off the side anyway.
It's me. I drank vodka at the fight.
I did you?
Yeah.
I'm more of a whiskey person, but I did not watch the fight.
You did not watch the fight.
I did not. My brother's more into UFC than I am. So he probably would know a lot more than I would.
Yeah. But yeah,
I'm more of a boxing person than MMA.
I pick Conor because I love Conor. He talks his shit. He's fun. He you know what he is? He's a promo guy, dude.
Yeah.
He's a promo fighter.
Oh, when his contract's out, he's definitely gonna be working for Vince McMahon one day.
Oh, at WWE?
Oh,
you think so? Yeah.
When he's done with that, when he doesn't want to risk it anymore.
Yeah, be like Ronda Rousey.
And then John Jones, he'll get to go UFC. He'll go to WWE too because he can't. Pass the piss test.
Okay, wakes up high. John Jones could do no drugs that one day, still wake up high.
Now he's off suspension, and I want to see him fight Brock.
Oh, that'd be a good fight.
I mean,
that'd be a good
we'll
fight.
see what Brock has left because Brock's gonna fight.
But what Conor should have done, since being off 2 years, he should have taken a tune-up fight. He should have taken up a tune-up fight, fight Tony Ferguson or Anthony Pettis.
Oh yeah,
one of those guys before you fought Khabib, just to see where you were after 2 years. Because his last fight was in the octagon was Nate Diaz, and then he went and fought Floyd and never fought again. After those 2 years.
That Mayweather fight.
But yeah, after McGregor hangs it up, who can you lean on to make your money? Khabib's 27-0.
Oh, well, I'm not worried about that. There's always new guys.
Yeah.
That's fine. They'll figure something out. I mean,
unless everybody's excited for Liddell Ortiz 3. Screw that. That's like
fell asleep during that sentence.
Yeah.
It's
like several years. Yeah, several years too late for that.
But
ridiculous.
I mean, it's going to be hard for them. I mean, Conor is Conor. He is one of a kind in terms of how he can promote his fight and how much people respond.
He's a promo fighter,
respond to him. Yeah, he's going to make a lot of money every time he steps in the octagon, and his opponent's going to make a lot of money.
Yeah.
So
when Saturday happened, they didn't pay Khabib right off the bat because I don't even think they even.
It's still still withheld.
Yeah, they haven't even paid him yet because the suspension and shit like that. They paid Conor, but they haven't paid.
Because he freaked out and ran into the stands.
Yeah, because now the Las Vegas Fighting Committee has to see what the suspension could be, and that's why I told you guys. That's when we were talking pre-show. He might lose his visa, so his visa to get into the United States. So that might be up in the air. There's a lot of things. It was just so stupid, man. Just so stupid. He could have just walked out with the belt, got his money, and just went home and chilled. Seriously. But like what everybody was saying, it was bigger than the fight. Absolutely bigger than the fight.
Well, I hope Khabib. I know what he did was wrong, and I don't know. I hope he gets his money, number one, because that's kind of bullshit. You get paid either way.
Yeah, I hear.
Because he has a skill set that
he's a world-class wrestler.
Not many people have.
It's
So
ridiculous.
he should 100%
9
get
years
his
old,
money. But, I mean,
fucking wrestling bears and shit.
that's where we're going to draw the line on immigration. We're going to throw him out.
Yeah.
Not to get into politics. He thrown out of the country for that.
That's what they said. That's
Fine
what Dana,
him.
that's what Dana White said. He might lose his visa.
Yeah. What do you mean after he was done blowing Connor for
Yeah, probably.
for getting good buy rates? Because
Yeah.
without Connor, he's nothing.
Yeah.
Whatever. So getting back to the Eagles and the Giants, what does everyone in the chat think about this game? I'm afraid of this game, and I'm afraid of the game against the Panthers as well.
By the way, it's 10-0 Boston now.
10-0 Boston.
The 11th batter of the inning has come to the plate.
Wow.
I hate
Severino, not.
Yeah, Benintendi laces a 3-run double in the fourth, extending the lead to 7-0. Then Bogart scores, Pierce scores, Holt tripled. It's 10-0 Boston. And the 11th batter of the inning has just came to the plate.
Checking Brad's account right now.
I love it, though. I love it. Where's Kyle Meager when you need him?
Oh, jeez. His head's probably exploding, too.
Good.
Who, Kyle's?
Yep. Sleeping good tonight.
We have no Facebook
Oh,
updates from
jeez.
Brad Ryer.
He probably left already. He's jumping on. He's jumping on the subway right now.
He's not going to be happy when he does get around the post, and it's going to be.
Yeah.
It's going to be a good one.
I'll leave my notification. I'm gonna put the notification on the page.
See, here we go. Jordan Mailata.
Yeah.
Some Jordan Mailata talks. You going to put him in over Jason Peters?
No, dude, no. He's a goddamn 7th fucking round pick.
But this is Tom's point. I don't understand what these people see in these players.
Because how much
Josh Adams.
because
Corey
how much
Clement,
excitement's
Shelton
around them.
Gibson.
Yeah.
Listen, if we picked Jordan Mailata in the 7th round and he wasn't from Australia, like an Australian
And
player,
if he wasn't supposed to be the
and
project,
never got that press conference interview, and never sat down with the NFL Network after he got picked, nobody would have given a rat's ass about this dude. It's just that because he got exposure during the draft, everybody's blowing him.
and he was supposed to be that project player. So I think they're still. I
Hold
think
on.
he's still trying to get the kinks
He
out.
said, "Give Jordan." Go back to that real quick.
Give Jordan
Uh,
Mailata the ball.
yeah,
A la
the ball.
refrigerator Perry.
Oh, as a running back, that's a good idea. Wrong.
goal line drives.
Oh my God.
I mean, if they did it to Will Perry, they might as well do it with Jordan Mailata.
Damn, they
that would be
said
hilarious.
Eagles 16, Giants 19.
Ooh. Oh, and F Teams was asking where's Kyle,
Don't know, don't care.
and then he also suggested
He's never on. He's literally never on Monday. Monday's our slot. I don't know where Kyle is. He's probably watching
the
Yankees.
Yankees game.
He's probably watching the Yankees.
He's probably gonna bitch about the Yankees game on his channel or something.
Alexander Verrucci. I'm worried about the Giants game too because it looks like their offense got going and they're desperate.
Yeah, desperate teams do desperate things, man. They have
Yeah.
at this point, I could see the Giants be the team where they have nothing to lose. You know what I mean?
They don't. They stink.
So they can just open open the playbook to anything. I mean, shit. They ran a fucking a trick play. Odell to Saquon.
Oh, the New York special.
Yeah.
Now everyone's got it. Like
Yeah.
the LSU, whoever runs it.
Yeah, the
I
LSU
get an
special.
alert from fucking fake news Bleacher Report.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the New York special.
Oh.
It's the Cleveland special.
Yeah.
Ooh.
It's our fucking play.
Yeah.
They shouldn't be allowed to do it.
Somebody's got to trademark it.
bullshit.
Somebody's got to
I
trademark
think
it.
somebody did trademark it.
Good.
I don't know who, but somebody.
It's our play.
Yeah.
Nobody's allowed
Period.
to run it.
No,
Our
it's
play,
ours.
our Super Bowl highlight moment. When your highlight appears on
Only win.
NFL
We only win
films,
when we run that play.
yeah,
Think about it.
yeah.
But
You know, we should just run it every single
Yeah.
game. Apparently,
it fucking works. Shit.
They haven't. They've run it in 2 games and
It worked.
it worked.
those are their 2 wins, right?
Yeah, true. They did.
No, they
Holy
didn't do it
shit.
against the Colts.
Nah,
Did it
nah.
against the Falcons.
Yeah, the Falcons. That's how the offense got it going. Because the offense was slopped that game too.
Oh, here's another laughable 2-gun Tommy. If we lose to the Giants, save your picks and prepare for 2019. This is not the NBA. This
Yeah.
is not the process. You don't tank NFL seasons. It's
Yeah.
so stupid.
You don't tank the NFL.
Can we just get Le'Veon, please? That's all. I'm
Exactly.
I'm in. I've been in for weeks. David Johnson.
All right. Yeah, F team said the Sooners did that play first. Boomer. Sorry, I'm a Kansas State. I also like Kansas State as my college team,
Whatever.
so I'm not going to
I
say
don't
Sooner
care.
to that one.
I don't care. It's our play. It's our play. It's the Eagles' play. They won the Super Bowl with it. The Patriots tried to do that play, and Tom Brady dropped the ball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess you have to be able to do the Philly special good if you want to be a championship contender. If you can't run the Philly special, I guess you can't win football games.
10-0. Wow.
What is it, 10-0? And the Skins are getting smoked, too.
Yeah, they're losing 20-6.
20-6.
And no wins.
Good. I love it.
But, you know.
So is 8-8 going to win this division?
Nah. 10-6. 10-6, 9-7. 10-6, 9-7 is going to win this division easily. You have to get to 10 wins in this division, even though it's the majority of the teams in this division is slop, like the Cowboys and the Giants. Wow, 20-6. I'll tell you what. Who scored all their touchdowns for him? Was it Because I seen something on Twitter. It was the Arthur hand, and it said Alvin Kamara's fantasy numbers are like, and it gave it the Arthur
yes.
fist. I guess because Mark
love
Ingram's
Arthur
back.
Mark
Mark
Ingram has 23 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Yeah. Kamara, how much is Kamara's got three? Was it 3 and 8?
Yeah.
3 for 8.
That's hilarious.
2 catches for 11 yards.
Yeah.
Josh Hill getting a 1-yard receiving touchdown from Drew Brees.
Yep.
Washington's not doing much of anything.
Yeah, well, it's October now.
Yeah.
The cold weather is here, baby.
Woohoo.
Cold weather is here. Alex Smith.
Alex Smith is 8 of 16 for 100 yards, a 6.3 average.
What is Brees' stat line, by the way?
By the way,
he
he did pass. He did press.
Oh, he did pass Favre? All right,
Yeah.
so that means he
And what?
is,
Not yards.
it's yards.
I
Let
thought
me
he
see.
needed 201.
Hold on.
Yeah,
He's
it's
only got
201.
166.
All
Let me
right.
see.
Yeah, he's going to break it
He's
anyways.
going to get it. I mean,
Yeah. I was looking this up earlier.
So I know he's going to have all the stats.
Yeah.
But he's not the best quarterback of all time, is he?
I mean, a great statistical
Dude.
quarterback.
No, my bad. Saints quarterback Drew Brees jumps Brett Favre for second place on NFL all-time passing yards list. So he did. Closes in on Manning's record.
Yeah.
So he passed Brett Favre.
He needs to get to Manning. 201.
Yeah,
I think so.
and then
202.
200 to Manning
202. He has everything.
Yeah.
He's number 1.
in the NFL, and then if you're talking all gridiron, which includes the CFL, they actually I looked this up as well. He would need about 8,000 more yards to pass the all-time.
He needs 35 more yards to get it.
He would need
So
about.
is he a top 10 quarterback of all time?
Yes,
Drew Brees?
absolutely.
He's
absolutely.
up there. Yeah.
Absolutely. He's up there. He should be a Hall of
So
Famer
now
too.
26 to
And he
6.
will be a Hall of Famer.
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely.
First
a
ballot Hall of Famer. hands
First
down.
ballot. He should get it as soon as
Yeah.
he retires. He should be in the Hall of Fame.
Oh yeah.
Easily. Is he better than Dan Marino?
I mean, Brees has won a Super Bowl.
Is he better than
I
Marino?
know people are talking about
But I don't think
do
so.
bowls
I don't think
count?
So, no.
It's a tough one.
But like my thing with Marino, I get it. He never won, and he got there as a rookie, and everyone thought
Yeah.
it was going to be his league for the taking, and
Yeah.
it just didn't work out like that.
Is he better
Could
than
you
Elway?
imagine Dan Marino playing with today's rules?
Oh my God. He'll be a god.
Yeah.
He'll be a god.
That's why I put Marino, because Marino just looked the part.
Imagine
He had
imagine
a
Brett
cannon.
Favre.
Brees is kind of
Imagine Brett Favre playing in this league right now.
yeah, but Brett Favre, he's just a
He's
slinger.
a Pat Mahomes. He's a
Oh,
Pat
yeah.
Mahomes though.
It's a good comparison.
Yeah, it's a big. It's Pat Mahomes. 26-6 now.
26 to 6.
Oh my God. Oh man, I gotta text my buddy Alex. How you feeling tonight, bud? That means if
Even
the
though I-
Redskins lose tonight, that means every team in the NFC East lost this weekend.
Whew.
Giants lost, Cowboys
Jeez.
lost, Eagles lost, and the Redskins are gonna lose. It's 26-6, and it's not even halftime yet.
Wow.
T. Smith caught a long one. I don't even know who T. Smith is.
T. Smith, yeah, I don't
T.
know.
Smith,
practice squad guy? I don't know.
Well, they have Ket Ginn out, so I guess they put.
Yeah.
T.
I have no
Smith.
clue.
I don't know his first name.
Yeah, there it is. Saints quarterback Drew Brees breaks Peyton
So he
Manning's
just did it.
NFL record of
Well, that's
71,000.
kind of cool. That's kind of cool that he
940.
did it on a touchdown. It's like Jeter when he got his 3,000th hit. He hit a home
Yeah, he
run.
did on a fucking touchdown. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
And then he gets a. So they don't have to stop the game. The game stopped naturally.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
they can just continue the game as planned.
Yeah, that's pretty dope. Shout out to Drew
But
Brees, man.
Breeze Marino, Breeze Elway. But I'm putting Breeze behind both of those guys, Marino and Elway. I mean, Elway
just-
got 2, but what did he
Think
get?
about it, man. He just beat Manning and Brett Favre for the most passing yards, bro.
Yeah.
How many times, Frank, real quick, if you can, how many times did Drew Brees get more than touch 5,000 yards in his career?
In his career?
Yeah,
He wakes up with 5,000
I think it's
yards
like-
passing.
he might
I
have
think
done
the
it.
past 11 seasons he has
he might
broke
have done-
5,000.
Yeah, it's that's insane, dude. That's insane. Wow.
But where does he rank? Like, what is he? 8th all time? 5th all time? Top 3 all time?
He's got to be top 10 now.
Top 10, I agree
Top
with.
10.
Yeah.
I mean, who would be the
Who
number
are your
one?
guys? Who are your guys on the all-time list that are 100% definitely better than Drew Brees?
Tom
Montana.
Brady. Tom Brady.
Brady, Montana,
Brady's one.
Both
Montana's
fair.
2. Yeah.
Peyton Manning.
Absolutely, yeah.
Peyton.
See, but I'll take Breeze over Favre. No,
Damn.
I mean, that's close. That's
It's
tough,
close.
but Brett Favre he threw a lot of picks in big spots.
Yeah, the Minnesota era, yeah. He did.
That was a stacked team he had with the Vikings.
Yeah,
All
he
right.
did. And he
All right, I
fucking-
looked up the stats
and he
for
blew it.
Breeze with the 5,000 yards. He only broke 5,000 yards 5 seasons.
Wow.
And-
That's still something though.
And the last time he threw less than 4,000 yards was back in 2005.
That's disgusting, dude.
13
Yeah.
years ago.
That's
Yeah.
disgusting. The game's completely different than it was now.
Mm-hmm.
That's disgusting. 5 times over 5,000 yards. How long was he playing? Almost what? Almost. When was he? He was drafted.
He was the Manning draft.
Yeah, he was.
04, I believe.
Was he the Manning draft?
Yeah, he was.
Their first 2 picks
No.
that year were LT.
Yeah, it was. Sorry. What was it?
It was the Vic draft.
It was the Vic draft, 2001. Second round, 32nd overall, 2001.
Yeah, because that's when they
Because
traded.
they took LT. They didn't
They
want
took
Vic.
LT.
They traded with the Falcons. They took LT at 4
Yeah.
and then took Breeze. Pretty good.
Rivers was the Manning draft.
Solid.
Yeah, and then Phillip Rivers came in
Yeah.
and took that job from Drew Brees.
But Drew
Yeah.
Brees, I mean, you can't really fault the Chargers for that because it looked like Drew Brees was never going to be able to play again.
Yeah,
Right.
I hear you.
What a great story. I mean, his shoulder was messed up.
Yeah.
But
Now look
so
at him.
we have 3 guys that are definitely better than 100%, no doubt about it.
Yeah,
better than
Favre,
Drew Brees.
Manning, and Tom Brady.
Nah, I can't put Favre. as
Marino's
100
better than him.
on my list, but I can't definitively say that
Bart Starr.
Bart Starr
Yeah,
or Van
Ooh.
Brocklin.
That's a good one.
Johnny Unitas.
That's a good one. Roger Staubach. Is he better than Roger?
Yes.
Yes.
Think so?
Yes.
Man, that's a tough list.
Is he better than Joe Flacco? No.
Yes. Yes, he
Oh,
is better
man.
than Joe Flacco for sure.
Yeah.
Where do
He's
you
better
rank
than
him right now
Flacco.
in the NFL? Like right now in his like.
He's having he a
He's
little bit of a
he's
down
a top
year.
3. He's
He
a
only
top
had
3.
22 touchdown passes last year.
Like with all the quarterbacks now in the league, where do you? He's top 3 quarterback. Easily top 3.
This year, he's playing like he
No,
yes.
like right now.
I understand.
Yeah.
Yeah. This year, he's playing like a top 3
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah.
'Cause You have Brady, who wasn't that funny? When
Like if
everyone-
you go through
wasn't
every
that funny
like
when
if-
everyone's telling us the Patriots are done, they're cooked.
Yeah, now they're 3-2, right?
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Saw
right
that
now
coming
you
from a
have,
mile away.
if you really want to go around the NFL, I mean, Saints have Drew Brees.
Mahomes.
Mahomes.
Mahomes is that dude. I'll take him
Yeah.
over. I mean,
He's a beast. He's a stud man.
but like based on how this season's going, like I'm not putting Carson ahead of Drew Brees. He's
Nah.
not playing as good
Nope.
as Drew Brees.
No, I'm not. Damn. See, Brady's easily number one. Where do you put Rodgers?
He's
Top 2, top 3.
really good. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's really good. That's probably the 3 best quarterbacks in the league, with Mahomes as the new kid on the block, right?
Yeah, so it would be
And
Brady.
Goff's
So it would be
playing
Brady,
unbelievable.
Brady, Breeze, Rodgers, Mahomes.
But Goff has such a good scheme.
But Goff and then Wentz at his best, you can throw him
I'll
in there.
put Wentz at 6. Wentz right now. Wentz is 6. Right now, Wentz is 6. So it would be Brady, Breeze, Brady, Breeze. Who
Mahomes.
Yeah, no,
Mahomes,
yeah, but top 3
Rodgers.
though, right? So no, it would be. See, I would put it. I would be.
I
I would be Brady, Breeze, Rodgers, Mahomes, Goff, and then Wentz.
Okay.
Is that how I would go?
And that's fair. Of course. I feel like we're missing someone.
Yeah,
Maybe not.
yeah.
Maybe not.
Yeah. Let's see.
All these rookie quarterbacks.
Yeah.
You know, Josh Allen could be. So no.
Yeah, I'm just looking at all these quarterbacks. I mean, Derek Carr.
Derek Carr sucks.
Yeah, he
Ryan
hasn't been
Tannehill
the same.
sucks.
Rivers having a good year.
Sam
Tannehill's-
Darnold's a rookie.
yeah,
Josh
don't know
Allen's
yet.
A rookie.
Ben Roethlisberger.
Big Ben is killing it this year.
See, I don't know.
So
I
is
don't,
Rivers.
See, I don't. See, yeah. So they'd be the lower top 5 then. They'd be closer to 10. So you could
Yeah,
put.
but I think I have to put Wentz behind Rivers and Big Ben. I mean, Wentz he's 2 steps too slow right now.
Yeah.
Hopefully he gets his spring back because we really need him.
Russell Wilson is another one.
Russell Wilson is very good. But he's not lighting the world on fire this year.
Not yet.
Not no more. Not no more. He isn't.
But he's a great player.
Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely.
But as of what I've seen from Russell Wilson in 2018 so far, he's probably
I mean,
at the
shit,
back
they
half
almost-
of the top 10.
Shit, they almost beat the goddamn Rams yesterday. We put up 31 points on the Rams defense. Granted, it was at home, but shit.
That's good. I mean, great player, franchise quarterback. I mean, Luck has looked good at times.
Yeah.
But yeah, Drew Brees, top 10 quarterback of all time, top 3
Yeah, easily.
today.
Yep. Good job for Drew Brees to get past that. Past
Yeah.
Brett Favre and Manning in the same night.
It was a pretty good night.
Yeah. And he did it on a touchdown, too, which is pretty cool. So also cool to see. Almost had like what you said with the whole Jeter thing when he hit the home run.
For his 3,000th.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't like Wade Boggs or something too get a home run on his 3,000th hit?
I think so, something like that. And then Jeter's last game ever, he had a
He hit
walk
a
off.
Yeah.
walk-off.
Yeah, against the Orioles.
I love Derek Jeter.
Yeah,
What
he's
a player.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
only Yankee I will ever respect
Yeah.
is Derek Jeter. The only one.
Why do you hate the Yankees so much?
I just something about him, man.
Because they win?
Probably, and they get fucking everybody. That's my biggest problem.
I can't argue. I can't.
Yeah.
I can't argue. With
Yeah, I
it,
can't argue with
Get
it either.
Like, I mean, dude, they're like, think about it. There is like a legit chance they can add Harper to that lineup next year.
I think they're,
Harper and Machado.
Like
they're
that.
not gonna
That's
get. They're not gonna get.
I know
both
it's
of them.
not going to get both, but
But
you know,
that's just-
typical
that's
Yankee
just-
fashion, it's going to
that's
happen.
just filthy beyond belief.
Right.
If you
they're gonna
add
get,
one of them to that lineup, so now you're walking out with
And they're getting
Judge,
Machado.
Stanton. You can
I'll
either
bet you
walk
right
out,
now that they get Machado.
and, I'll be sick.
Machado's gonna play third.
I'll be
Andahar-
sick to my stomach. And
Andahar
guess
will
who the
get-
Phillies
go to
will be?
left and first
Guess who the
base.
Phillies will
Phillies
be?
aren't getting anybody.
Yeah, I know. And
They're not
you
getting
missed.
anybody.
You missed out. You missed out at the trade deadline when the Dodgers leaped you.
That's
How
right.
how for 4 years?
Because you
can
had
Ma-
to. You had to
Yeah.
keep Sixto Sanchez.
Yeah. A kid that's 19 years old gonna have
Yeah.
Tommy John surgery when
And
he's 21.
he could be a fringe starter.
Yeah, and I know Tiny, who's 23, right? Already has Tommy John surgery because he pitches so fast.
Yeah.
So I mean, there's your point right
I mean,
there.
I'm kind of glad we didn't
how
get a
how
Tony
can how can
long.
Clint Tack sit there for 4 years talk and
Matt
rave
Klentak
about
stinks.
Manny Machado, right? Then when the trade deadline comes up this year, and all you heard was Phillies, and then 2 hours later you hear the
And then-
Dodgers come in.
Yeah, just
What?
out of nowhere.
And the only player the Dodgers really gave up was at center fielder Ortiz. They gave up a 26-year-old pitcher in AAA. That's terrible, dude. And
You don't have to tell me
It's
how much
crazy.
Matt Klentak's an idiot.
Yeah, he's an idiot. He's
Yeah.
he's a big idiot, and he's a goof.
You got Kapler, who's the whipping boy of the Phillies. Anytime anything goes wrong with the Phillies, Kapler's going to get blamed because he's different. Like everybody plays like that. Like everybody, Kapler talks about it all the time, which is his mistake. But every team uses analytics.
Yeah, but all the teams that do use analytics are loaded, though.
That's true.
Yeah, the good baseball teams.
Right.
Yeah.
But there's no reason Gabe Kapler can't be a good manager in the major leagues with if you get him a real team.
I just don't think that you got to use your eyes for baseball, man. You have to.
100%
Like
agree.
you can't have a dude say Dominguez, who for the first 2 months of the season was in the closing position. That was his spot. Ninth inning came, you were up by 1 or up by 2. He came and he closed the game out. But then the next months on, he wasn't in that situation.
I agree.
So, like, think about it. Like, you're in the bullpen, and you're asking yourself, okay, am I coming in the 6th, the 7th, the 8th, or the 9th?
Or like when Odubel Herrera homers in 2 straight games,
and he sits,
and
he sits. It's just it's just stupid, man. That and like the in-game decisions, the in-game management is horrendous by Gabe Kapler. Horrendous. Like opening day, opening day is the best example to give Gabe Kapler. Opening day is.
Yep.
65 pitches. Nola is cruising through that Braves lineup.
And you blow 5-0 lead.
5-0. You take him out, and the bullpen lets it up.
Yep.
And he was at 65 pitches. I get it. It was opening day. Okay? But that's your ace, dude. He should have been at least going 85-90 the first day.
Can't argue.
Or if
Can't argue with that.
Or if they held that lead going, he could have even gone longer. He could have probably thrown a complete game.
Complete game opening day. Absolutely.
Does his in-game managing, is it bad because he's an idiot, or is it bad because the guys he has to work with aren't good enough?
Well, here's the thing.
I think it's the latter.
Here's the thing, and it's also the lineup shit, lineup shifting and shit like that. Like Reese almost led the league, and I think he might have led the league in solo home runs, hitting in a 2-hole. Why is Reese batting in the 2 and not the 4-hole?
That's just what teams do. I mean,
and the bad acquisition of Carlos Santana has written on the wall. He's not an NL. He's not an NL player.
I had that one pegged from the get-go. That was such a stupid contract.
He's not an NL player.
No.
He's an AL designated hitter. So on if you want to play him at first base here and there. That's all he is.
And he's going to have to play third base next year.
Yeah, well, yeah, because I don't think we're going to sign Maikel Franco. That's just my honest opinion.
No, because you got $20 million for Carlos Santana.
Yeah.
Then you have the Carlos Santana makes no sense because you make two positions worse on defense.
Yeah. Well, then
first base worse, and then Hoskins in left field.
Yeah, but
you
can move. Yeah, but you can move Hoskins to first.
Right.
And we're so loaded with outfield prospects is that now your whole outfield is available. So now what you really could do is you could really move Santana off this roster and trade him for something.
No,
get another fucking bullpen.
They're not going to do that because you're going to have to eat so much money.
Yeah, I know. It was a terrible contract. Awful contract. Yeah, I totally agree with you.
Yeah, everyone was like, "Oh, he's gonna have 35 home runs and 120." Like,
he's not an everyday player, stupid.
when has he ever done that? Like, when has he ever done that?
It's just the in-game management. It just really is.
It's
like
micromanaging.
Like you said, Herrera could be hitting the ball. He could be on an 8-game hitting streak. The next day, he's on the bench. Why?
Yeah.
Why is that? You talk about you want to have confidence in your players. You want your players to be confident. How can Herrera be on an 8-game hitting streak, but the next day sit? For Aaron Altair, out of all people? Come on, man. Aaron Altair ain't even made for that. He stinks. Yes, absolutely. And don't get me on that bullpen situation is terrible, too. You didn't do anything to that bullpen during the trade deadline.
If Luis Garcia and Adam
Who's
Morgan,
Aaron Loop? Because he only pitched 2 games, and then he was done. Who's Aaron Loop?
If
very below average left-hander.
Stinks. Very bad.
If Adam Morgan and Luis Garcia are on this baseball team next year, I might.
Yeah, Adam Morgan stinks. Tommy Hunter blown a lot of games for us as well.
Sir Anthony Dominguez being inconsistent.
And you know what's funny? You paid Tommy Hunter and you paid Pat Neshek to come in and close games or at least set up Sir Anthony Dominguez, and they didn't do that all year.
Yeah.
Those were the most high-paid players in your bullpen, and they didn't do jack shit. Nothing. I just don't get it with Gabe, man. I just don't get it. We'll see. I'll give him one more year. I'll give him one more year.
It's this year or bust.
How can you judge him? How can you say give him one more year when no one on this everyday.
Dude, the team quit
no
on
one
him.
on that.
The team quit on him,
Stop.
dude.
Come on, they lasted until a week left.
Yeah,
in
but the
season,
team quit on him,
and
dude.
then they lost their games after that. That happens
Come
all
on.
the time. Come
on, man. The team quit on him. Nobody wants to play for that dude. Dude, you heard
Not
it. You heard
those
it.
guys.
You heard it the first 3 weeks of the season with Nick Williams. What he said. I guess the computer doesn't agree with me today.
Well, I don't think Nick Williams is all that great, so I don't care about what Nick Williams has to say. I don't. He's a fourth outfielder. Is he not? That's another average player.
So if
the
you move
Phillies,
Hoskins to first, who you put in the outfield?
I'm signing Harper.
But you said we weren't getting anybody, so who you put in the
That's
outfield?
what I would do.
Yeah.
I'm signing Harper. I'm putting him in right, and I'm signing either Brantley or Pollock to play left. And I'm starting Roman Quinn every day in center field.
Yeah, Quinn is a stud. I would like to see him start more games, please. A little bit. Would be nice.
And if Cesar Hernandez is his team
But here's another thing
hitter
with
next
Quinn.
year,
Here's another thing with Quinn. He can't stay healthy.
well, that's fine. I mean, then if he needs an off day, you put Harper in center and Williams in right. It's not hard to find.
I just gave him one more year,
outfielders.
dude. One more year.
And then I think you got to sign a lefty pitcher.
Yeah, that's definitely
I
top
know.
on that list.
You gotta do a lot of shit this offseason.
Let me take a
He's
look.
asleep at
Was
he's asleep.
fucking 5 straight righties in the rotation.
He's asleep at the wheel, not getting Hamels.
Yeah.
There's no
Yeah.
reason he
You
should
know
not have
who
been
also
traded
would have
for.
been nice? Chris Archer would have been a lot.
Chris
Yep.
Archer stinks, man.
Oh come on, man.
Chris Archer, he's not good.
Let me see
He
with
don't
the free
stink, dude.
agents
Yes, he
for
does.
this year. Let me take a look at all the lefties because when I last checked, I didn't.
Alex Smith has run in a touchdown. It's now 26-13.
There you go, Alex.
Yeah,
26.
not a
26
lot
seconds
for
left
lefties.
in the first half.
Or let me find the lefties. Can't find them.
I mean,
Oh,
it's
I'll put-
Corbin, or you got to make a trade.
Yeah,
Keuchel, which doesn't do anything about me. That's Brad's boy, Keuchel. He thinks Keuchel is like
He's
great,
the man.
which I don't get. And Brad knows his stuff about baseball, but I don't understand what he sees in Dallas Keuchel. He's done nothing since he won the Cy Young.
Yeah.
Nothing. Patrick Corbin's good.
He had a good game today. He pitched a hell of a game today against the Indians.
Yeah. He scored 11 runs for him. You just put it on. You just lock it in. Cruise control. But I Phillies, my God. And then I'm re-signing Ramos.
Are you?
Yes.
Is he starting over off Farrell?
Yes.
Damn. I don't know. Rob.
Why?
I don't know.
What is Jorge Alfaro? The guy can't block the ball. Wilson Ramos is an all-star player. Would have started in the All-Star game if he didn't mess up his hamstring. He was hitting 290. So I don't.
We'll see. We'll see.
Because you got to hit the ball. Because then if you add Harper and Brantley like I want, you have Santana at third. I guess Crawford's going to get a shot at short. And then Kingry's going to have to play based on his contract, even though he's stunk this year. Cesar Hernandez.
I wouldn't be appealed to moving Hernandez off this team.
Not
and
at
put
all.
Put Kingery at second.
Not at all. He's a bench player. He's a platoon player.
Who?
Cesar.
Yeah, I wouldn't be mind moving off the team.
It's fine by me.
Yeah.
I won't miss him.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, you're trying to make a playoff run and he's your leadoff hitter?
Yeah. Yep.
Give me a break. Give me a break. Like him. Good player, not great. Tries his best. He's just not good enough.
Yeah.
Not one player on this Phillies everyday 8 would have started for the Cubs or the Brewers, which was, whatever, a play-in game for the division. That includes Rhys Hoskins, because Chris Bryant plays left.
When they move him to left field?
He plays all over the place. Chris Bryant's a stud. He just never seems to make that jump to be talked about with Machado and Harper.
Yeah. And
but
Rizzo
he can play
too.
third,
Rizzo's
first.
always Rizzo's more talked about in Chicago than what's his face?
Well, I think
than
Rizzo
Bryant.
is just like he's like you have a Philly guy who
Yeah.
like the fans love, but I think that's what what's going on there with Rizzo in Chicago. And then they have Rizzo at first, so he's not playing first. I mean, Braun's been tearing the cover off the ball and left for the Brewers, and then they have Aguilar at first.
Yeah.
That guy's a moose. So I don't see how the fans expected to be in the playoffs or this collapse, as people call it, surprising when you look at these playoff teams and none of your players would start on that team. And the only pitcher that's worth anything is Nola. He would obviously be
I think
in
the
the
two
top
people,
5.
if you're going to make trades this offseason, I think the two people you don't trade, and they already came out, was Hoskins and Nola. You don't move them. I think you can build around them. Anybody else you want, hey, here you go.
You think people will want the players not named Rhys Hoskins or Aaron Nola?
What do you mean?
What can you realistically get for Odubel Herrera or Cesar Hernandez? I mean, these guys are average players.
You bet get some fucking bullpen arms. That's what you can get. At
But
least
you're going to be
ones.
trading our trash for someone else's trash. And hopefully they're not trash on our team, which
Listen,
happens.
Manny should have
which
already been.
happens.
Manny should have already been in red and
Oh, you're
red,
preaching
red
to the
and white.
choir. I
pinstripes,
can't
you know what
believe
I mean?
Sixto Sanchez, a 19-year-old pitcher, held
Who's
up
gonna
that,
blow?
that deal.
Who's gonna blow his arm out by the age of 21?
And he already has an elbow issue, and he's sitting out the Arizona Fall League.
Yeah, there you go.
Fantastic.
Yep, but you don't want to trade for him, huh? Okay. Dude's 19 years old, throws 101 miles per hour. What do you think his elbow is going to do over time?
So
It's going to give out, just like Ohtani's
19.
arm.
That means he's like 3 years away from the
Yeah.
bigs.
Just like
And
his elbow.
The Phillies don't bring their prospects up
Until
at
they're
least
27.
Until at least 25.
Yeah, 27, 28.
Most of the time, 26, 27, 28.
Yeah.
But sometimes a 25-year-old will sneak through
Yeah.
and get to the bigs.
Yeah. It's terrible. Like, where's Mickey Moniak at? Like,
Mickey Moniak,
hey, Mickey, how you doing, bud?
first
like,
overall pick in the
Where
draft.
have you been?
Yeah.
Huh?
Complete.
How's
swing and a miss.
how's Clearwater for you? Because I heard you weren't doing too great. How's Lakewood too?
I think he actually turned it on
Yeah, he
towards
did.
the end of the
Yeah,
season. But
yeah.
still, the
Yeah.
first pick in the draft.
Quiet, very quiet.
But like,
Adam, what's his?
if you're
who's
the
kid?
first pick in the draft, he should be almost here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, we
Absolutely.
should be talking about
I mean,
him.
shit, dude. Adam
coming up.
what's his name? Adam
Adam
Hazley,
Hazley.
right? Yeah, he's almost up before fucking Moniak is.
Yeah.
That's why I don't take kids out of high school, man. They took a chance and took a kid out of high school. They didn't go with a college-born player like they did with Nola. Look how fast Nola was up in the MLB because he came straight out of college. He was pitching Saturdays and Friday nights at LSU, one of the biggest games are on the weekends. And you took a kid from sunny California in high school. That's all I gave. You gave a 19-year-old kid that money from out of high school. I'll take my good ass time too, right? you would too. 19-year-old kid sitting good. I don't gotta do anything yet. I'm fine.
But we should be talking about Mickey Moniak
Now,
potentially starting
Yeah.
for in center field next year.
absolutely. And he's still down
He's
with
still down there. Yeah.
Yeah, he's still
He's
down
an A-ball.
with Lakewood and
Or
whoever it
I
was.
thought he got called up to Reading.
He probably got called up to Reading for like the
I know
last
he's
4
probably
games.
in Reading. I know Hazley
So
is
it
up
took
in.
him 2 years to make Double-A as the first pick in the draft.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
Yep.
Great.
Yeah. Not looking good.
I'm almost scared. I can't. Well, we'll look out for Brad's Facebook post.
Yep.
I'm sure he'll have a lot to say next week. That series will probably be wrapped up by next Monday, right?
Yeah, because
Probably.
game 4 I think is tomorrow night.
Yeah.
In New York, and then Game 5 probably
Is-
Friday.
Yeah, back at Boston. Yeah. If I'm Boston and I really want to put the nail in the coffin, I'm throwing Sale game 4. Absolutely, I'm throwing Chris Sale game 4. Like you said, you can rest in November.
Yeah,
You can rest in November when we
No-brainer.
have our ring.
no brainer.
Yep. Absolutely.
Because you can't dick around and play games. Like, you have to win.
Yeah. I'm throwing Chris Sale game 4. In the Bronx, absolutely.
And I thought they made it.
You think, and you know if the
They
Yankees,
got away with it. They got away with pitching Evaldi tonight because they got a bunch of runs.
Yeah.
Like, that could have gone
sour.
It could be 11
Yeah.
nothing Yankees.
Yeah.
He's not that. I mean, Nathan Evaldi is not.
Yeah, if I'm the Red Sox, I'm still putting Sale out there game 4. Absolutely. I ain't throwing
that'll
David
be-
Price no more because David Price still hasn't won a playoff game. That dude's.
He's so overrated.
Remember, He was on that 08 team, right, for the Tampa Bay.
He was.
He was like
The ace?
setup guy. No. He was a bullpen guy.
Oh,
Remember?
was he? Oh yeah, he was. Yeah,
Yeah.
he was.
And wasn't
That's
he
what
on
Vince
that,
Velasquez is going to be.
Wasn't he on
I've
the
been
Tigers
saying
at
that.
one point?
Me and Brad have been on the air together at different stations for 3 years. I've been calling for Vince Velasquez to be an Andrew Miller type bullpen guy.
Yeah.
For the whole time.
Yeah.
And Nick Pivetta should be in the bullpen too.
Yeah.
Put Adam Morgan in the
It's
starting
not
rotation.
hard to build a baseball team when you have the 5th biggest market.
Yeah.
It's not hard at all.
Yeah.
You get defense up
It's
the
just
middle.
it's just that Clint Tack don't know what the fuck he's doing. That's all.
You get shortstop, center fielder, second baseman that can field and catcher up the middle defense. Then you just get mashers at first, third, and the corner outfield spots.
Yeah.
It's not hard. They can't get it though. They signed Carlos Santana for $20 million a year.
Yeah,
That's
$40
great.
million a year for 10 years. It seems like. Yep.
All right. That'll do it for this edition of the Sports Hounds. Brad will be back next week. We'll get his Yankee reactions. Be looking on his Facebook intently for the rest of the evening. So thanks for listening. We'll see you next week.